Thank you for joining us this evening. We are the adventurers in search of the lost mine of Phandalin tonight. To my right, we have the half-elf or elf, I forget. You are a half-elf or you are a elf? Would you like to introduce yourself to our companions this night?
Yes, I am a wizard, and my name is Rang. I can't pronounce the second half.
Can I see it? Of course, thank you. Rangir Elrod, fearless wizard.
Rangir
Elven
Elrod.
noble, were you not? An elven scholar in the service of Alchema. And to my left, we have a hill dwarf cleric by the name of
Edra Middleleaf.
Excellent, excellent. And then I am your DM, as well as, due to a shortage of physical players, I will be portraying the roles and lives of 3 of our other adventurers. First off, we have Elizabeth Icecutter, elven, human noble, a fighter from Neverwinter, I believe. Yes, she was in Neverwinter until Mount Hotentau erupted and devastated Neverwinter. Then we have Victor Blackscale, a human fighter as well, folk hero. And thirdly, in our lineup of adventurers tonight, we have Finnan Greenbottle, a Lightfoot halfling rogue. Who, well, let's just leave his past shrouded for now. This thing is getting a little bit hot, so I'm going to take that off. Now, when we have been journeying for several nights now, so thank you for joining us partly along our journey. There is some recap to take care of. To briefly recap, we have been, the 5 of us have been recruited by a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker to travel to Phandalin with a cartload of supplies. Along the road, we discovered the dead horses of Gundren and a friend of his, Sildar Hallwinter, which had been shot by goblins, who then attempted to ambuscade us. In the process of defending ourselves, we killed them all. We then found trail marks that led us to a cave, Cragmaw hideout, that led to some interesting adventures. We were set upon by wolves, almost flooded out by a released pool. We battled it out, finding Sildar in the barracks encampment of the goblins. Again, we killed them all. And then, having spent the night there, we moved on to the place where the cavern opened into a river that was once a pool. There were 2 or 3 goblins in there. We killed one of them, and the other one was quite badly charred and ran for his life. The third having already run into the other part of the cave, where Clarg the Bugbear, a rather nasty bandit with delusions of grandeur and a habit of speaking in the third person in a voice that I'm frankly glad was snuffed out with his life at heart to produce. We then managed to slay Clarg, his wolf Ripper, and the 4 goblins, that were hiding in there with him. In the process, we had some very, very strange adventures. Finnan managed to pocket Jade Frog as Victor and Elizabeth were at their usual loggerheads. Her noble background and his attempt to sound smart frequently send them at each other's throats verbally, sometimes occasionally partly physically. Then we managed to heal Sildar from his wounds incurred by the goblins, and rescue a package of supplies from the Lion's Shield Coster, which is a trading outpost in Phandalin, earning their friendship and 50 gold pieces on top of the 50 from Gundren and 50 from Sildar for escorting him and the supplies safely to Phandalin. Now, as we pick up tonight, we join you from Phandalin. The frontier town of Phandalin is built on the ruins of a much older settlement. Hundreds of years ago, the old Phandalin was a thriving human town whose people were firmly allied with the gnomes and dwarves of the Phandalver's Pact. However, the same orc horde that sacked the mines at Wave Echo Cave laid waste to the settlement, and Phandalin was abandoned for centuries. In the last 3 or 4 years, hardy settlers from the cities of Neverwinter and Waterdeep have begun the hard work of reclaiming the ruins of Phandalin. A bustling frontier settlement has grown up on the site of the old town, and it is home now to farmers, woodcutters, fur traders, and prospectors drawn by stories of gold and platinum in the foothills of the Sword Mountains. Unfortunately, more than a few bandits and brigands have settled here as well, taking advantage of the fact that the area has no local lord or authority to chase them off. A gang known as the Red Brands has controlled Phandalin for the past 2 months, extorting and bullying everyone in town. The gang is led by a mysterious figure known to the townsfolk as Glassstaff. As you arrive in Phandalin, the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. And you got down again. Apologies, dear companions. I am rather new at this and don't always know when to shut up when I'm reading. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside on the east of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. Sildar seems much more at ease. My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint. Alright. So. Okay.
You spoke of the inn in the singular. Is there but one?
Let me check. Looks like it. Okay. So, at this point, where do you want to go first?
I defer. You know better than I.
Okay,
Not
that's not
having been
100% my ability to
better
tell,
than
but
I.
I'm going to suggest that first we visit Barthen's Provisions, because that is... Barthen's Provisions, since we still have the wagon load of supplies,
Yes.
we should probably drop those off. So...
Pardon me.
It's a musical town.
I have silenced the demon.
Yes, the portal stone.
There are many that would say that it is.
So Barthen's Provisions is probably the first place to go. So we drive the wagon to Barthen's Provisions, I assume?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Scoot ahead. Barthen's Provisions. Okay.
You're being observed.
Oh, botheration. Cats. Okay. So, unfortunately, Edra, the reward from Barthen is only 10 gold apiece, not 50 gold, unfortunately. So it is a total of 50 gold that is specified here, so I can't fiddle with that DM-wise. Okay.
So we each get 10 gold.
Yes. Everyone take 10 gold for delivering the supplies.
10.
Barthen is very... You are annoying. Be off with you, little beast. Go. Be off with you, little beast. Seek adventure. Or the door shuts.
She wants to participate.
Well. At any rate... 10 gold apiece. We'll bring Elizabeth to 35. Victor to 20, and Finnan to 28. So,
That's for the provisions. we
provisions
found.
returned. No, that's the provisions that we originally contracted.
Very
So,
good, very good.
he takes possession of the wagon and its supplies. So, got it. Okay. So then we have. Does anyone want to tell him about Gundren?
Oh, Gundren. I know
That maybe he was captured. That's the thing I was looking for. But one of my
that
Victor
Gundren
has
was
told
captured.
him that Gundren was captured.
I know that Gundren was
Um,
captured.
So he's very well. That makes me sad.
Mm.
I was very excited to talk about discovering the lost mine of the Phandalin Pact. So I would highly encourage you to try to find him if you can. So
Any
check one thing
tips?
last year. I don't know about that. Checking. So yeah. Right. Background. Ah. Oop. It's the wrong spot. Here we are. So. I'm just going to let this go because we've already told this. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Two more Rockseeker brothers. Nundro and Thardan Rockseeker. They are camped somewhere outside town.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen them in a 10-day, and I expect they'll return any day now to resupply. So,
I know them well.
So, the Red Brands are making it hard on everyone, so business isn't so great. They shake down on local businesses like mine, and they flout the townmaster's authority. So,
Which authority would that be?
the townmaster.
What can you tell us about him?
What?
What can you tell us about him?
Oh,
Perhaps
I don't know.
So you're allowed to tell us.
I don't know. Let me check here.
What news?
What do I know?
Did you want to be on the camera?
Well, let's just leave it at, I don't know. I don't know much about him, but, see what I do know about him.
So do you know those Rockseeker brothers?
They should be back any day now.
Do you know them?
Well, I mean, they're Gundren's brothers, so
So
if they're anything like him, then they're good people, and they're friends of mine. So,
oh, very good, very good.
yes. Well, that's what happened. Let's see here.
We don't have any finding spells.
Well, in my opinion, Harbin Wester, that'd be the townmaster.
Ah.
He's a fat, pompous old fool.
Oh.
He's intimidated by the Red Brands and he claims they're just a mercenary guild. Not that much trouble. And he spits fatly on the ground to emphasize his opinion of that particular declaration. Yes. But, fortunately, he carries the keys to the town jail, so there's nothing we can do.
Who would be in the town jail at this time of year?
No one that I know about.
No one you know about, okay. Just trying to find everybody we're trying to find.
I wish you luck in that.
Oh, thank you. Very interested in
So-
finding Gundren.
Well, Victor seems interested in helping the town, and he's on that particular note. he is informed by Bartham that the Red Brands frequent the Sleeping Giant tap house, and proposes that after we set off and deliver the Lion Shield supplies, that potentially we should go check out the tap house.
Are they in town? Lion Sheep
Tap house?
suppliers?
Lion Shield Coster, yes.
Okay, good.
They're across town,
Very good.
because of course.
I trust we left someone in the wagon.
Well, we're outside Bartham's supplies.
Oh, very good, very good. So we're right
Well, the
there, so-
wagon was taken by the,
By Bartham. We
We're
borrowed
just
the wagon
carrying,
and...
yeah, like carry the stuff out.
Yes.
Very good.
I don't see a problem with that, seeing as how you got it. I'd be happy to loan it to you for a few hours to get it back.
Thank you, thank you.
I expect it back before sundown, if you don't mind.
We don't mind.
All right, thank you, thank you. All right, so... All right, so you make it to Lion Shield Coster. Yes. All right. Hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign showing like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. Okay. So, you knock on the door, she comes out. What do you want? What can I do for you?
I'm not the spokesperson.
I'm trying to, we're at the trading post,
Lion
and
Shield
we've
Coster.
got the things to sell back to them.
Well, give,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ah,
10
excellent. Thank
10
you.
gold
Thank you.
pieces.
Thank you. All right. So, yes, here's 50 gold for you. And if I can help you any way I can, just let me know.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Line and Greywind. L-I-N-E-N-E. Help me out with that.
Lemine?
I'm Lenine Greywind. That works.
Lenine.
Yes.
All right.
Grey something. Grey works?
Greywind.
Grey wind.
Greywind.
Grey
Greywind.
wind. Thank you. Thank you.
Well.
That's it.
And for my first bit of free help, avoid the Sleeping Giant tap house. There's ruffians
What?
there, known as the Red Brands.
Oh, we've heard of them.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
What did you just?
How much have you heard about them?
Very little. Ruffians is what we heard.
Had any experience with them before?
Not that we know of. Could be.
Roll a perception check.
D20. Are we about to find out more about them? Those are good questions.
I'm trying to be DM here.
19 minus plus 3.
21?
20. No, 22.
22, all right. You notice that Finnan has started to hang back a little bit at the mention of the Red Brands and looks a little bit about a little sharply. But other than that, he manages to keep things BO.
I see. I see. Does she notice, Lenina?
No, she's busy talking to you two.
So what can you tell us about them?
Not much. They're a bunch of ruffians. They're trying to shake me down a couple times. Tried to buy weapons from me once or twice. I would not do that. I have principles and lines I do not cross. And I told them that in no uncertain terms. They were not very happy with that. Tried to burn my shop down once.
How
And,
many of them are there?
I wish I knew.
More than 2, I'm hearing.
I'm assuming so, yes.
Yeah.
Let me check that real fast.
Mm-mm. Don't know. All right. Been around here lately?
Yeah, they're at the Sleeping Giant Tap House. That's why I told you to avoid it, didn't I? Yes,
Well, yes,
I did.
yes. Generally speaking, or specifically right now.
Well, they're here now.
Right
Don't
here,
go near
right
it.
now. Any other place
They're
we could get
stomping
a
grounds.
bite of supper that's decent?
Certainly. The what did I say it was? The Stonehill Inn. That's a good place to go.
Stonehill Inn.
Yes.
Any ruffians hang out about there?
I hope not.
Respectable place?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's as respectable as you can get in a town like this, which is pretty respectable if you ask me.
Yes, plenty. You work over there.
Yes. Well, I have a house, so I don't need
Yes.
anything. If I needed a house,
Yeah,
I
you
would.
would.
I would stay at the Stonehill Inn. Yes.
Very good.
I'm
I
getting
haven't seen
all
this
deja
place.
vu on all this. Well, you inadvertently told us all this before, right?
No, he did not.
When did I tell you about the Stonehill Inn? Have we met before?
No, we have not. He's a wizard. I'm so sorry. Sometimes he dreams things, you know.
Wizards.
It's-
I've dealt with one or two in my time. Almost married one once.
good
Not a
hands.
good relationship. He just did not have time for me.
No.
Well,
Off in his own world, I bet.
yes,
Yes,
he
frequently.
loved me in his own way, but it just did not work out. All right. So, is there anything else I can do for you now?
We're just seeking a good place to stay. You told us the Stonehill Inn, and it sounded like it's good recommendation.
Yes, yes. Which, by the way, if you were interested, I do have supplied weapons and armor in the back that I'd be willing to sell for reasonable prices.
Well, perhaps we should.
You look like you'd use a good sword there, my good wizard, or maybe some other projectile weapons would maybe interest you.
Well, I've got a lot. Oh, I'm good with that. Let's see what I have.
I see you carry a short bow. Do you have any,
I have a short
any
sword.
other ranged or melee interests to defend yourself when your spell casting doesn't work?
Oh, I don't need a longbow because that would be too hard to travel with the house.
Victor looks at you.
Hmm?
Victor gives you kind of a quizzical look as he adjusts the longbow on his back.
Yeah, but he's not an elf.
Are you
No.
a purveyor of
Actually,
dwarven implements?
so
Well, that could be persuaded to.
how much
Oh,
are a quarterstaff would be good to walk with.
Quarterstaff. Do I think it has stairs? No, let me check. Yes, for 2 silver pieces, you could get yourself a very nice quarterstaff. Here in the back.
And let's see, what else don't I have that I'm good with? Well, how about some dart? How much are darts?
Darts. Let me check. I don't know if those are weapons.
Hmm?
I don't know if those are weapons.
no, kind of like my playing
I'm
cards.
proficient with them.
I think that may be like playing cards.
Yes, so I can
Oh,
play.
okay.
I play
I'm sorry.
cards well.
No,
It
no,
went
you're all right.
Daggers, darts, light crossbow. I figured that.
Well,
that
I mean,
was-
it could be. I just can't find dart.
Okay.
Shushy! Can't you see I'm
And how much is
talking to
longbow
these nice people?
to make it easier?
Get out of
on
here,
you?
kitty. Sorry, that cat has been driving up the wall.
I can
She showed up
just
one day and she called mice citing to Victor, but... Oof.
How much
Sometimes
is
they
a longbow?
Longbow? Longbow would be 50 gold pieces.
Well, I don't want one of those.
Well,
We do
want you?
want it. I mean, we would like you to have it, however,
Let me
come
double
on.
check this. I can't seem to find darts on here. Hey, do you see darts on my shop wall?
On your shop wall, I'm looking carefully.
I can double check somewhere. I can double check in the back. Let me check in the
Yes,
back
that
and see if
would
I
be
can
wise.
find
How much are slings as well?
slings. You check there and I'll check here.
Is this the whole wall, nothing else there? Adventuring
No.
gear? I'm not seeing.
Sorry, I forgot the music earlier.
Oh, we do need that. Good heavens, you don't have playing cards either, and I do like to play.
Well, that would be an adventuring gear, wouldn't it?
But I'm looking. I'm
I have
not
cards.
Seeing, I have some. Oh, I do have some. But there's no dots even in the adventuring gear.
Let me check here.
How can this be?
Oh, hush, go away. No. Alright, Sandhill. I suppose what you could be talking about is a blowgun, but I don't understand why you would use it. At least without poison.
I don't understand how you could not carry darts. How, of
I
course,
don't
would you
understand
use
what
the
darts would be.
Yes, well, how could you use them? Would they be a light, perhaps in a light crossbow or a hand crossbow? Maybe a dart?
Theoretically, but... Well, let's see here.
Well, I've got 12 arrows, so I don't need more arrows right now. Did you find the sling?
Sling. Am I looking for a sling?
Yes, you
Well, I'm thinking that a sling would
Maybe
be
for both
useful.
sling and darts would be
A
nice.
sling would be useful.
No.
Because you just need rocks and they are everywhere.
No, there's no sling. That would be a very
I'm
useful
proficient
tool.
with it.
Seriously. Did you learn to use that as a boy, did you?
Well, there was this guy named Goliath.
Well, you see, I thought your name was Randir, not David. What's this? Anywho, I'm going to do a quick check in here and see if I can just fudge up some stats for a sling.
Yes.
Darts and things.
That's wise.
Well, blowgun is 1 piercing, so... Blowgun is no dice, 1 piercing. So... I think we're going to leave the darts alone as... playing darts.
Insufficient.
Yes.
Well, no, I was going to say
to
playing darts
play
like cards
games.
and dice and things.
And
Where we can.
so
maybe
the
do
only
some
thing
things.
that I can afford that you have,
We'll call slings 1d6 piercing for now.
huh?
We'll call slings 1d6 piercing.
You should write it down.
I'm just
Because
gonna
as a
do
wizard, you don't forget.
One
Dungeon
sling.
Master, I could forget.
Sling. 1
So could we use him?
D6.
D6.
We'll say that costs... Meh. We'll call it 5 silver pieces.
Ooh, coppers.
So sling's
Two
more than a
silver.
long, a
It's a sling.
Oh, no.
staff.
What's it made out of? Solid gold?
No, you have a point there. Maybe
You
we'll call it 2 silver.
What, you know.
I'm fudging the numbers. Barter
Oh.
with me.
Okay, so I would
I
like
have
to
to
buy
barter on his behalf.
a quarter staff
Uh-huh.
and the sling
All right.
for 4 total silver
Are you
pieces.
saying the sling is the same price as the quarter
That's what
staff?
he said.
No. Are you accepting a quarter staff that has the same price
Actually,
as
it's going to be
his
3. Will you
sling?
take 3 for both of them?
3 and 2 coppers.
I have no coppers.
We can work some change out with that.
I don't know.
A sling can't be that hard to find in this town. Someone must have one.
Well, all right. You're trying a hard bargain. 3 and a copper.
3.
Knock the cop off.
Bargain done. Bargain done.
So I'm now down to
Oh, and by the way, pay attention to her.
7.
She's got savvy bartering mind over there.
So I now have a quarter staff. What does the
And a
quarter
sling.
staff do?
Oh, quarter staff deals 1d6 bludgeoning. Ah. So. But if used in 2 hands, it is 1d8. So 1d6 in one hand, 1d8 in 2, which means you can either make a 2-hand attack with the quarterstaff at 1d8, or make a 2-weapon attack with a short sword and a quarterstaff at 1d6.
But the short sword is also got some.
Yes, but that means you get to make an attack with both the short sword and the
Yeah,
quarterstaff
same
in
time.
one attack.
One attack.
Yeah. I'm saying that gives it more than D8 total if you use both of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you would use them in 2 sequential attacks in one action as opposed to 1 attack, 1 action, which is what normally happens with 2-hand weapons. So,
So I
alright.
reiterate my question. Do you have dwarven?
Well, it depends on what you mean by dwarven weaponry.
Well, you know, I'm not going to be able to carry around and use a quarterstaff very effectively. But
That's
I'm
alright.
looking
We
for a
have.
quarterstaff.
Are we looking for some simple or some martial weapons?
I have a warhammer and a hand axe.
Well, the warhammer is. That was a warhammer. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's a maul. What is your damage on that?
1d8 plus 2 bludgeoning.
Okay, I'm going to assume that it's some kind of a. Oh, no, never mind. Good heavens. Oh, there it is. Got it. So warhammer's a martial weapon,
Okay.
which means the warhammer is versatile. So if you want to get another single-hand weapon or versatile weapon, then you can do the 2-hand thing. Meaning, in the future, if you're ever fighting and you elect to make a 2-hand attack with that warhammer, make it a D10 attack.
So two-handed is a d10 attack.
Can you do it on your
Oh, yeah,
page?
sorry.
No, that's fine. It's just I want to preserve the
Warhammer,
page.
Right. So two-handed.
We have copy machines.
Yes, but you should already put the mark on it. And
Right. Do you want to go make a copy now?
No, I meant,
So 2D.
I meant in the future we can do that by making copies and then we can write there right in here.
yes, yes.
Two-handed gives me what?
Two-handed gives you D10 attack.
D10.
So your warhammer is what's known as a versatile weapon, like his quarterstaff.
Okay, versatile. And so how about my hand axe?
Your hand axe is a light thrown weapon. It's 1d6 slashing.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick another one of those?
Well, is there? Yeah, because if I have 4.
Alright, so it's 5 gold pieces per hand axe. And that's set in stone, I'm afraid. No bargaining on that one. There's no DM fudging the rules here. It's a 5e rule, sweetheart. What am I supposed to do?
We brought you all those goods.
Yes, and I paid you well for them, didn't
You
I?
paid us for them.
I did. Yes, I did.
You paid me.
Everyone get 10 gold for that, by the way. Just DMing that
Yes.
little side comment there. What am I doing here? I didn't want.
Okay, stepping out for a moment, thinking in terms, because I'm a mercenary, but there's some things I've done and some things I have not done.
Yes.
Most versatile, most useful, most for me with the warhammer and hand axe at the moment. Being proficient in all simple weapons.
Are you proficient in martial weapons?
It just says all simple weapons.
Oh dear. That means you don't apply your proficiency bonus to your martial weapon, your warhammer.
Okay.
So that means in the future you don't apply the +2 proficiency bonus to your warhammer, just to your hand axe.
Oh, you mean my attack bonus?
Exactly.
Why would it give it to me then?
No, there's the attack bonus there, but then
Oh, my
normally you
proficiency.
add your proficiency bonus
Right,
if you're
right.
proficient in that weapon.
I
Since you're only proficient in
see.
simple weapons,
I see.
learning curve for everyone.
Which is why I chose to get only things I was proficient in.
Right, so that's what I'm looking for here.
So simple melee weapons and simple ranged weapons would be things like a club, dagger, great club, which is two-handed, hand axe, which is light, finesse. What the heck is finesse? Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Am I supposed to answer this? My gosh.
So what?
Um.
Oh. Are we...
Trying to epiphany here.
The question is that you're not proficient with a martial weapon, but if it has a higher value than the small weapons, the simple weapon with your proficiency,
Okay.
are you better off having a martial weapon?
So, quick side note here, guys. When you make an attack in the future, you add your strength modifier to a melee weapon attack.
Oh. Which is the +2 or the 14?
No, it's the plus whatever.
Where is the strength?
Top of the page,
To a melee attack, okay.
to a melee attack. And then a ranged weapon attack is dexterity.
Okay, so we gotta remember that.
Okay.
Dexterity is -1, that's not helpful.
Initiative,
Okay.
Wow. That-
Efficiency, inspiration, strength. Oh,
Gotcha.
+0.
So, just to
It's
remind...
got a 10 and then it's +0.
Yes, so you would not add anything from your strength bonus, but someone like the fighters who has +3 or plus whatever could add that and could have killed those pesky wolves
Yeah.
way quicker
Way
last
quicker.
time.
Okay, but we did it.
We live, we learn, we move on.
That's
So, simple melee weapons that you are
Useful
proficient in are club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, and spear. Simple
Sounds-
ranged weapons, so you don't have to be chucking your hand axe every time,
Right.
are the light crossbow and the short bow. And so, why didn't you grab a short bow when you were in the Goblin Cave?
I didn't know there was one.
Okay, they're dead goblins with short bows.
I...
How do you think Dad and Sildar got their
Good point, didn't even think about that.
as well? Again, we live, we learn, we
That's
learn.
right, okay, so maybe a short bow would be...
Short bow?
Would that be a simple weapon?
Yes,
that
but
would
a
be-
crossbow for the same amount of money, only 3 pounds more weight, and it gives you D8 instead of D6.
Understood. Alright, so a crossbow, and it would obviously be something I can carry, so only 3
It
pounds
is,
more.
however, a loading weapon.
So
which
that's in the
means
whole action below, or
Well,
or carry it loaded?
You can only perform 1 round of ammunition when you use your action or reaction to fire, regardless of the number of attacks you normally make. That mostly applies to people like fighters who get an extra attack as they go on.
Okay, so what, a crossbow is what? 1?
1d8 piercing.
Okay.
Good.
Plus any? Plus anything?
That'll be 25 gold.
Mm.
7 stone, I'm afraid, dear.
Mm.
And that would be 20 crossbow bolts I can sell you for 1 gold.
Negotiable? Throw them in. I'm buying the
They've got a
crossbow.
price.
Yes, and it's useless to you without ammunition, dear. You could hit them with it, but that would be very useless and very, very unwise of you if you were to hit them with a crossbow, because that would break it very quickly.
Ah, who sets your prices, good
D&D
woman?
5e.
Goodness, alright.
Shout out to D&D 5e for the prices my mom hates.
Alright. How
So,
many crossbows?
25 gold for the crossbow, 1 gold piece for 20 crossbow bolts.
20 bolts. Yes, so
Just go ahead and mark off your money.
I'm now down to 4.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, of course it is. We appreciate your information and your kind,
Service?
trying to be careful here what I say.
Commerce?
Your,
Capitalism?
your good commerce.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Alright. So,
Are you, Victor and company going to be buying anything
I
at this
don't know at
in
this
time?
point.
They're pretty well.
Well, Elizabeth is probably going to buy some rations just because.
Mm.
I didn't think about that.
Well, we're going to an inn. I have rations.
Well,
Eat
she's
more.
thinking ahead to when we leave the inn.
Yes, that's wise.
What do rations cost these days? 5 silver pieces for 1 day's rations. Yikes! Okay, and Victor is going to take a look at what he can get. I'm going to just give a quick shot to you guys, whatever you want. Sounds interesting. Arrows, crossbow bolts, backpack, bedroll, blankets, candle, carpenter's tools, clothing, crowbar, grappling hook, healer's kit, 10 uses. Expend 1 kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a wisdom check. A medicine check. So if someone, in the case of, for example, our friend Rangir over there when he was shot by the goblins,
Yes,
and you healed him, but
but it was a spell.
it was a spell, what you can do is you can stabilize a creature by making a DC 10 medicine check, which means they don't have to do death saves, but they're just sitting there at 0, and if someone attacks them, then they are in deep trouble, until someone can heal them properly.
How much is it?
Healer's kit is 5 gold pieces.
Unless we all pitch in 1.
Well,
The
Victor's
wizard
gonna,
carries it. Can he use it if he's? I mean, can someone use it for him if he's carrying it?
Victor's going to buy one,
Um,
and he's not really very happy about it. He's going to do it anyway.
Well, I've got my 2 spell.
yes, but this doesn't cost a spell. That's the only thing.
No, I'm saying I've got my 2 bottles.
True. True.
Lanterns, mess kit, a mirror, flask of oil. Elizabeth picks up a vial of perfume.
Of course she does.
She's
I'll
accustomed.
probably sneeze a lot then.
Probably. You may have to ask her not to wear it. That will be popular.
I've seen her fight. No thank you.
Exactly. You'll sneeze then.
I don't tell a proud aristocrat female not to wear her, especially if she's a warrior.
There you go.
So-
Not wear her perfume.
So potions.
I need a handkerchief.
So one thing, a potion of healing is 50 gold pieces.
Which you have 2 of.
I
We have
Sure.
2 of them.
Yes.
Wow.
I think we should get a signal whistle.
A what?
Signal whistle.
2
Signal
each
whistles.
other?
Um,
Or somebody else if we're in...
somebody or to like tell someone, like to signal an attack or location or something.
How much is it?
5 copper.
Oh. And each of us get one?
Do you want to?
Well, I mean, I can't imagine if one person has it and we get separated, what good it's going to do the group.
Do you think there's a good investment?
I'm ready to buy one.
5 copper. All right.
I think it's probably a good investment. I can't weigh that
What
much.
is, how many, it's 10 coppers
10
for
coppers to the
silver?
silver. Yep.
So I end up with 5 coppers. And 6 silvers. Good dog. You don't have any lambda bird, do you? No, I meant.
Oh, that'd be rations. 1 day supply for 5 silver pieces.
Are we out of rations? Because I had 10 days worth of rations. Were we out on the road more than 10 days? I didn't have that impression. I thought we had like 3.
Well, I don't 100% understand how the rations work, so let's just say we spent a total of 5 days out on the road.
Okay.
Like from where we got into the goblin ambush to Phandalin,
So I'm down to
because we
5
did
days.
spend 8 hours
Rest.
twice. We spent like the better part of a day and a half inside, a day at least, inside the goblin
Yeah.
cave. So
So I'm down to 5 days of rations.
So we're down to 5 days of rations.
5 days were used. I got dinner.
Okay.
So. I'm just waiting till we all purchase what we're going to purchase. Did you start with 10?
I don't know. Where does it say that?
Down in equipment?
Huh. I started with none.
well, we
Alright,
split our
hungry
rations. We split our rations with him because I carried 10.
Yeah.
And
I've got ink and I've got pen and I've got all kinds of things like that and a small knife.
Well, I'm sure you
Knife. not
shared
like-
things with us and we shared food with you.
I ought to buy some provisions.
Potentially, to avoid continued hard feelings, how you have managed to leave on a quest with no rations is a mystery to me.
I didn't even
Well, he had no opportunity to purchase any, and so we just...
component pouch,
carry you along.
notebook, backpack, bottle of ink pen, 10 sheets of parchment, small knife, tome of historical lore, holy symbol, which I don't know what it's used for.
There'll be something, I guarantee.
Prayer book, set of common clothes, and a pouch.
Well, you're not going to wear royal or noble clothes, that's for sure.
all right. I got all my guys up to 10 days supply of rations here. They're not particularly happy about
So
that.
how much is 1 day's worth of rations?
5 silver pieces.
Gadzooks.
They spent some other gold. My guys spent some other gold.
Yeah.
Correction. Finn and Victor and Lisbeth dig into some of their gold to purchase. Turn that down. Purchase the rations, bringing up to 10 days supply of rations to make sure that they don't run out. They're also going to purchase a backpack.
I presume I have one?
Don't
Of all
think
this
so.
stuff.
I don't
I
know.
don't carry it all.
I don't know. But it's 2
I have
gold
a
pieces
component.
per backpack, and another 2.
I've got a pouch. that carry everything?
What is a component pouch?
Component pouch is for your wizard spellcasting components. I think that's what you've got. Pouch.
And the pouch is what?
Alright, how much is a backpack?
Backpack is 2 gold and another 1 for a bedroll.
Probably. Of course, dwarves can sleep bloody anywhere. Backpacks, comfort, not necessary.
Wow.
Oh, I have a backpack.
Oh, good.
Right here. I'm so happy.
All right, double check and make sure I don't have backpacks and bedrolls. Oh, but backpack and blanket. Never mind.
I don't think I'm supposed to travel.
You're a creature of comfort. You have no backpack either?
I don't have a backpack. I've got a pouch and a component pouch.
Can I get,
I'm gonna buy a bedroll.
So we've got cloak. I'd rather just have a cloak that does double duty. Do they sell those?
So let's check.
Beautiful place. Or should I use the bedroll to do the double duty?
Well, I would assume that clothes would have a cloak.
Common clothes?
Common clothes would have a cloak, I hope.
I would hope so too. So I'm just going to roll up in my cloak and
You
be
do
comfortable
that.
because I can sleep anywhere. But 5 more days worth of food is probably good.
So 5 days worth of food is
I'll get me up to about
10,
10. You want
10 silver pieces for 5 days rations.
how much is, so I need 20. So I need 2 gold pieces worth of food.
I need 5 days worth.
So I'm
of
going to
food.
take
So
off
Mark
2
money
gold
off
pieces and I've got now 10 days.
Down to 19. That's 20 gold
Ration.
pieces for 5 days? Or 20 silver pieces for 5 days?
Yeah. And 2 silver pieces per day.
Down to 5,
That was 10.
what did I say, it was 5 gold pieces?
2 gold pieces. Well,
Sorry.
whatever you had minus 2.
Yeah. So now I've got 8 of those.
Comfort is overrated. Softens you up. Turns you into a noble.
Well, I've been managing to sleep without a bedroll so
You
far.
only need 4 hours. What are you worried about? You just gotta prop yourself up next to something and close your eyes. You're good. If I stay in the store too much longer, I'm gonna spend all my money. Get me out of here.
It's almost as
Well,
bad as
we're
Uncle
not done with
Joe
the list
and
of what you can
Menards.
get yet.
I'm not sure what to hear.
Almost as bad as Uncle Joe and Menards.
This is very much like
Well, you
that.
can get a tent for 2 gold per, or a 2-person tent for 2 gold pieces.
What season are we in?
I don't know.
If it's not winter, come on.
All right.
The noble wants the tent. She can have the tent. I'm not spending my gold
I don't
on
want
the
to
tent.
carry a tent.
I would. If
Yeah,
the
the
noble
tent
gets
is
a tent, she's gonna
20
have
pounds
to.
of tent.
Not working on a tent. No way.
Well.
Elizabeth, you getting a tent? Good, I thought not.
Hello,
Anyone
Kitty.
want a pick or a shovel?
I have crowbar, a hammer, I have mason's tools, which presumably include a pick of some kind. I have tools. I don't have a shovel. It's the only thing I don't have.
Good kitty. Well,
Do you have any
do you have playing
tools?
cards?
I do.
Okay.
I have what
Can,
I
can we
said.
use those proficiencies with playing cards and darts to fleece the locals? Probably not
Try.
a good idea. Or the red.
You could try.
Probably not
It's
wise.
not a bad idea. It's on at least Finnan's mind.
It's on mine. But I'm
I mean,
worried about this.
Victor's not really into that sort of thing because he fancies himself a hero.
What are you worried
Heroes
about?
don't fleece people for money. They
Oh, no.
acquire it honestly.
Easy. Well, you're playing an honest game.
Finnan just gives you a level
What
look
are
and
you
turns
worried
away.
about?
Well, he's.
Elizabeth just kind of looks at you and goes, "Once in my life, I agree with him."
Good heavens. Someone should pay me for that.
With a very, very quick look of
so
utter
waiting for the
astonishment
answer.
from
The answer is you
both
have a
Finnan and
proficiency-
Victor. Give a quick look of astonishment, but other than that, nobody says anything.
That's what I should collect my money for. Everyone's in agreement. So you say you're proficient at these darts, but I have my doubts how proficient you are.
Well, you use that to get an ability check.
For him?
Add your
For darts?
proficiency modifier to your ability checks with darts.
Oh,
But I don't have
Just
my
like cards.
you do.
I
have
don't know
darts.
where to buy darts.
Oh, you wanted darts?
I don't know where to buy darts.
We couldn't find them.
We couldn't find him in there. I thought you had him on your list.
No.
You-
She's proficient in darts. He doesn't have
right,
darts.
that's right.
I read my
That's right,
proficiency
that's right.
list.
But there's no darts to be had. Good.
I don't
That's
know
probably
how
safer
to get
given
darts.
his you know,
You
absent-mindedness.
can get them for 5. I tell you what, you can get them for 5 coppers. You can
No,
have 7 darts.
but I don't know what to do with them.
Play with darts.
No. Oh, they're a game.
Play-
I'm going
yes.
to just leave it at
Playing
they are again because
cards.
I
No,
can't find them
no.
anywhere.
It was probably wiser for him not to spend 5 copies on
Wizards
something
play.
he might be
No.
proficient-
Explain.
Oh,
Wizards playing cards are likely to get attacked
or darts.
because
Yes.
they, people assume that if I win, I cheat, and if I lose, I don't want to lose. So I'm not willing to.
Yeah, that's probably
I can't
wise.
gamble.
Yes.
So perhaps we should head to Stonehill Inn then, secure some rooms.
So a little supper.
Yes.
So why don't we grab our supper and secure the rooms as we finish our delicious meal they're going to serve us?
Excellent, excellent. All right.
How are they charging
So in the
for
center of the
rooms?
town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity. Yeesh.
Well, good cider.
As you walk in, you're approached by a short, friendly young human.
What the place is getting? You're interrupting my
She's
narration.
followed you. I thought she belonged to the
I thought she did too.
Lenine. Lenine's not going to be necessarily very happy.
You think maybe she won't be happy?
Maybe not. Stolen her cat.
I haven't stolen anything. That cat just appeared with her.
That's true. I would attach
She
to
wanted
that.
rid of it, but it wouldn't go away.
And it's attached itself to you. This is reminiscent of some helicopter thing I heard about once.
So,
Can we get rid of the cat? Maybe she'll come in handy.
so he comes, wiping his hands on his apron, and he goes, welcome to Stonehill Inn. What can I do for you tonight?
Lisbeth,
Food.
I want to talk.
I haven't eaten in 10 days.
You've eaten! We've given you
I haven't
rations!
eaten well in 10 days.
So it's a meal you're looking for. Excellent, excellent. We have 6 rooms for rent if you are interested in that accommodation. Sildar immediately rents one.
I'm not fancy and
In
sleeping
the
on the
inst-
stars.
yeah. So, 5 silver pieces per night to rent a room, and our meals
How
are.
many people to a room?
Well, it depends.
Well, you said 5 silver pieces. I mean, the silver
But 5
piece.
to a room.
Yeah,
Leave
but
Lisbeth off
How
by
about
herself.
not?
Lisbeth
Sildar has
can
already rented a room
be- He can have his own
without
room.
delay, and Elizabeth and Victor have already rented a room each.
You see. Not interested in having me crouch on the floor, huh?
Elizabeth will charge you.
I don't mind paying a fair amount. I just
Alright,
want to pay
half-
5 silver
half the
pieces.
room, pay half the charge.
I'll do it.
To call it 2 silver, 5 coppers.
I can do that.
To Elizabeth.
2 silver and 5 other the last of my coppers.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, I'm not paying 5 silver to sleep on the floor, and I don't sleep in those bed things. Nice
Right, so 5
fireplace in the
silvers
rooms,
per
are there?
night. Yes, of course there are. It's a nice inn. It's a modest inn.
Anyone else want to run
Comfy. I spoke quick. You can't sleep with.
Victor
you
and
can't
Finnan have already
Yeah.
roomed
made
up.
their arrangements. You're on your own, wizard. Sorry.
They're just friends, but they chose to split the difference between each other.
Very wise. Very wise.
It's how many silvers?
5 silvers a night.
Oh, I'm down to 3.
Alright. So Victor is down
Not spending
by
the week at this inn, just thinking.
and 5
We can
coppers.
talk over dinner where we're going tomorrow.
And then Finnan initially offers to play cards for the room, but Victor thumps him on the head and he quickly chucks out. Is that 10 coppers per? 25 coppers. Because there's not any silver pieces on it, so
Yeah, right.
75. So he quickly pulls out his rather bulging money pouch.
I'm catching some attention. I have
No,
doubt.
he keeps it under his cloak,
Oh,
but
that's
it's large enough to catch the innkeeper's attention.
Yes.
To which he quickly mutters that it's mostly copper, losing much of the interest of the
Unfortunately, it is. I can attest to that. He's.
175 copies
Yes, this is.
in there now.
I was not going to carry that. No way.
So, yes, 3 silver for a meal, if you're interested.
3 silvers.
3 silvers for a meal.
Trusting it's the delicious
Wait a
one.
minute, wait. It
Well,
was silvers for.
does
Wait,
the
wait,
cider
wait,
come
Have
wait,
you been
wait.
doing gold?
I
Oh,
did the
you
gold.
money bag spender!
So it's. I use how much
A
for the
wizard
room?
needs
5 silver for the room.
So I've
These are
got
these,
1 silver. I have no idea how much I've got now because I've been
Oh,
going to
dear.
the wrong place.
Oh dear.
Isn't that just like a wizard?
Oh
It's a dear old dear, but good heavens.
There are no gold makings alchemy spells.
Excuse me.
They've been working on that for millennia. Is the cider part of the meal?
So
Excellent.
Well, also you could get mug of ale for 4 coppers.
Ew, I just want cider.
I'm assuming that's part of it. Ooh. Ooh.
What?
Oh, I'm deciding here what Elizabeth's going to do with this decision to make. Oh, heck for it.
She have a private dining room?
No, she gets a bottle of fine wine.
She's going to get plastered.
No, she's not. She's going to share a little bit. But she's not going to drink it all at once. Good heavens.
I hope.
She's a lady of nobility. But the
she's
common
also a
wine.
warrior.
She looks at you balefully, but orders the common wine.
I've heard about those nobles.
Now Victor's looking at you too.
I'll stick with my cider, thank you very much. Shall we break for the
Yes,
kitchen?
yes.
Yes.
I haven't ordered food yet. I don't think.
Well, I think we're
You
about to
paid
order
for it
food.
with your gold, I'm thinking. Many times over.
Well, Victor's going to order a mug of ale. And with that, we're going to take a break for dinner, and we'll be back in a few moments.
And I'm going to want to quit at 8:30 tonight
All right.
because it's in half.
All right. Welcome back from break. Do you want to go out too? No? Okay. All right. So, when last we left our adventurers, did it just burn out? It did. Okay. We had sat down to a meal at a modest inn, paying what some of us decided was way too much for said meal, and we decided to plan our next move. So, what's our next move? Besides dumping my statutes in.
Anyone we can hire ourselves out as a company to.
Well, let me check.
I mean, is there an employment board around or something?
I heard at first good shopkeeper complaining that he'd been rolled a little bit. Wonder if he's interested in some protection.
Who's been kidnapped?
We do need to find where Gundren is.
That just suddenly occurred to me.
At the next table over, a female entity of presumably human origin leans over and says, "You'd be right about that. The Red Brands hassle every business in town except for the Phandalin Miners Exchange. They don't want trouble with Halia Thornton, who runs it."
Why is that?
Well, presumably because she's not someone that you want to mess with.
Oh, I see.
Other chat-ups by Victor, who engages a gossipy barmaid in the area, discovers that Darren Edermath, the orchard keeper, is a former adventurer.
Is he... an orchard keeper for reasons of ill health?
Nope.
Potentially an animal?
Yeah.
Or protect? Or is he intimating that he's part of an unsavory group in
Well,
town
they overheard that
sometimes?
you might be looking for someone to find Gundren,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're looking for an adventurer, you might know the area around.
Excellent.
I'm not saying that he does, I'm not saying that he doesn't,
No.
but it's worth a look.
Yeah. We're going to buy him a drink. Go get this.
Oh, well, he's not here right now.
No, I know that. This.
Who, Elsa?
Yes.
The barmaid?
Oh no, I'm definitely not. Have you learned anything else?
Well, anyone else you want to chime up? Or would you like the other 3 adventurers to do the chattering?
I don't do the chattering, I just do the
Okay.
listening.
Alright. Well, from an old farmer, Finnan found out by buying him 2 mugs of ale,
Oh, goodness.
being a little friendly. He found, I am the miner, I'm a miner. They found out that Sister Garrickle, who oversees the Shrine of Luck, recently left town for a few days and returned wounded and exhausted. And orc raiders have been seen on the east end of Tribor Trail. Town Master's looking for someone to run them off.
The whole time?
Town Master.
Oh, yes.
That fat fool.
Yes.
Bartman didn't particularly respect.
Trustworthy?
Well, Trilena was chatted up by Elizabeth when she came out to check on the ladies' well-being and health. Trilena turned on the flattery and learned that Fel Dendrar, a local woodcarver, stripped the Red Brands 10 days ago when they came to buy a shop and leered at his wife, and the ruffians murdered him. Several townsfolk saw it happen. The Red Brands grabbed his body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing too.
Sounds like somebody that shouldn't be allowed to continue his endeavors.
Yes, well, another person piped up that Quelline Alderleaf's son Carp said he found a secret tunnel in the woods, but Red Brands almost caught him.
Ooh. How old is this son?
Young.
Yeah.
So, we have our quests.
Several.
Yes, yes we do. So as we retire for the evening, what do we want to plan to start the day doing? Or before that, is there anything else you guys would like to do before you retire for the evening?
We probably should think of something. Do we need to look around the
Oh.
town, or look around the inn, or?
I was thinking, oh, we're going to bed already?
Wizard is as wizard does. I sense that we should probably do something, looking around or chatting up someone, but I don't
We've
know.
already chatted up most of the NPCs I know,
Ah,
but I mean, what time do we get into Phandalin?
Oh, is this noon meal or evening meal? Is that what you're trying to
I think it was the evening meal,
That was my impression.
so it's getting dark out there.
I'm not going back
We
out.
did return, before you asked, we did
Oh,
return. Barthen's wagon is not going to come pounding on the indoors going, "Where's my wagon?"
Good, good. And got back before dark, so that's even better.
Yes, yes. That was the terms of the deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just wondering, would it be better for us to find Gundren, who's quite a dab hand at his adventuring himself? If we talk to this orchard keeper, we might get some assistance in that. Bring him along, get Gundren, and then start.
Before we go to bed?
Oh, heavens no. Just thinking in terms of tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't know.
the question was, what are we going to do before we go to bed?
We'll decide what we're going to do tomorrow, right? Make some plans. I don't know if there's any dice we need to roll.
No, it's just a verbal
Just a
decision.
chat, yeah. I feel honor bound to find Gundren,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
because after all, he is kith and kin.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yes, that is the green fields. These are the others. Not sauce, there is Parmesan here. This is extra. We need a little bit more of those. If not, we can double it in the fridge for tomorrow. So I'm just trying to ascertain, do we need to do any securing of our rooms or anything like that? I mean, it's a
think so.
frontier town, but
It's not that.
that frontier, okay, very good, very good.
Person with all the silver might want to, I mean, with all the copper, may want to try and prove
No, it
everything
is-
before he goes up there that they're only copper.
No, you don't want to spill that much copper anywhere. Mm-mm. You don't get that much copper to show everybody. What else have you got?
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, he's got Victor in the same room as him, and Victor sleeps with his sword. So, anyone who was unfortunate enough to walk in would get skewered.
Oh, okay, good.
Very good points. Is this Castle Town?
Huh?
Castle Town?
No, well, it might once have been, but
Well, I mean, I am very loyal to Goblin. I'm certainly not making decisions for anyone here.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
perfectly
think
open to people putting in a copper or two of thought, but I just
I
feel...
don't think we should leave anyone behind, so to
He
speak.
was here as part of... Yeah.
okay.
What say you,
Well,
Victor?
I personally think that we should check out one of these places that we've heard problems with. Either the Shrine of Luck, Edelmath Orchard, go to the Town Master, see what he's got, or the Alderleaf Farm. I want to see what they've got going on with that tunnel in the woods that the Red Brands don't like to see. Or
Wonder if they
going
have
to the
squirrel
Phandalin
gunmen.
Miners Exchange.
Say that what?
Or going to the Phandalin Miners Exchange.
There's so many
For what?
places they could have gunned.
Phandalin Mine. No, this is just.
Do you think we got him squirreled away someplace?
Well, I say that Gundren is either dead or alive at this point, and if he's dead, well, all we can do is avenge him, and if he's alive, a few more days may not mean the difference, and in the meantime, these people need our help.
That's a good point.
Elizabeth rolls her eyes, but agrees grudgingly that he may have a point.
And they may have some information.
Exactly.
Good point.
They may, if we help them, they will be more inclined to give us anything we might
Oh,
need.
and at this point in time, we have
Yes.
absolutely no leads on him.
Exactly.
True,
So.
true. As I
Except
said,
that.
just don't want to lose track of him.
Yes, except that Fartham mentioned that the two Rockseeker brothers are outside town somewhere and expected any day. So we could wait a few days to see if they come back.
Another 2.5 silver a night, thank you very much.
Well, I mean, go out and do some checking tomorrow.
Yes, we could definitely do that.
And maybe these
See if they
people would
get
give
back.
us some money that we could then use to finance our stay here
There
to
you
go
are.
help some more people.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah,
Finnan's eyes light up a little bit at the mention of money, as usual.
really.
But
Finance, so a characteristic.
all right. Victor kind of mentally squirrels that word away.
Which one?
A characteristic.
Oh,
Hey, what?
a characteristic.
Ah,
Later, as we're getting ready for bed, he kind of sidles up to you and goes, "What's a characteristic?"
Out of character. Not like him. Sarcasm in this case.
Oh. Well, I don't care about your sarcasm, I just want to know what the word meant, so I didn't use it in the wrong place. And Elizabeth yelling at me again.
Perfectly understood.
Alright, so you sleep through the night.
So this is 8 hours of rest or not really?
Yes, it's 8 hours of rest,
No,
but it's
leave
not
it.
really affecting you at this point because
Right.
you've already had a long rest and you haven't had any serious combat since leaving Cragwell Hideout.
Right.
Right.
oh, and I did go up, but I was one down.
Well, in that case, get back clear up to full health.
Full health is now different, right?
Well, yes, you rolled the D something
So,
rather.
oh, I went up 12, so I'm 20 now, so I'm full up.
Alright, good. So, we wake up the next morning. You can either have some breakfast.
We're going to a farm first.
How much is the breakfast?
Breakfast is meal, so...
Oh, so it's the same cost as dinner?
Yes,
Probably be the same food.
3 silver pieces.
Oh.
Well, do we want to take our luck that if we are going out to help a person on the farm, that they might give us some grub or not?
Well, I mean, you could try it. Elizabeth's going to have some breakfast.
I was just going to say, I know her ladyship will have breakfast. She was complaining all night about being hungry.
No, she wasn't. She had breakfast. She had dinner the night before, and you weren't in her room.
I was in her room.
Oh yeah, you were.
I heard her.
I most certainly did not.
Your stomach never ceased grumbling. That's
She
it.
is not very happy with that,
I can't
but
help it.
refrains from speaking because you are the cleric, and she doesn't want to die sometime.
I did not write it down. Rest assured.
So
Three didn't.
3 for breakfast? I do want to eat before we
Yes,
go on
3
to
silver
work.
pieces for breakfast.
How very lovely.
Don't tell Toblin that. He'll turf us out.
I know.
He's not like
We don't know of
he's
another
not a
inn.
short-tempered man, but if you insult his prices that way, it's a modest inn. Do you know what you would be charged if you were in a nice place?
My hair is gray enough already.
For a comfortable, which is the next step up, you would charge 8 silver pieces a night, and meals would be 5 silver pieces. For the top of the line, aristocratic, what Elizabeth grew up on, would be 4 gold pieces a night to stay at an inn,
We would have to be
and
so
2 gold pieces to eat.
What possibly could they feed you? Oh, they'll feed you truffles, won't they? I've heard of this. Little teeny tiny truffle, 2 gold pieces.
So
Yes, no, the food is good, it's well
it's
cooked,
modest
it's
food.
tasty.
It's not squalid, which would be just vile and tiny portions, which is 3 coppers.
No vermin in the food. It's
Exactly.
very good.
So
I'm a penny pincher, you know.
don't pinch your pennies too loudly around our innkeeper. He's just trying to.
Nothing should
Victor looks disapprovingly over his mug. Just trying. The innkeeper's just trying to make a living, just like the rest of us. Don't demean him for his
Just
overhead.
cautious, just cautious.
And also it is a frontier town, so he does have to pay a little bit more to get stuff out here. So
Yes, yes.
As in, how much did our provisions cost just to transport?
provisions were 50 gold pieces to get
Just to
in
get
here.
in.
So
And that's not even buying them.
exactly.
Understood.
So-
I stand corrected. I still would like to spend that much money.
Just wonder how much you could reduce the price if you offered a blessing.
If you offered what?
A blessing.
If we came to work.
Well, he's suggesting that you use your cleric status to bless
I understand.
the village and lower your
Yes.
stay.
I don't know what I would bless them
Well-
with, but I have a blessing.
So where do you wish to go to first?
I don't
We
know.
have
Is there a distance? I mean, should we go to the closest
We've now
place?
eaten then?
Where that was delicious.
yes, the closest place from Stonehill Inn would either be the Sleeping Giant Tap House. The
How about one of those places we're going? Where's the town
Shrine of Luck
master?
is close.
Okay, town master's house.
Town Master's Hall is also close. The Shrine of Luck is closer.
Okay, and then this orchard would of course be out of town.
It's on the edge of town.
Okay, and then the where the tunnel was discovered, quite a bit further away.
Corn, all leaves. Sun, all fun. Presumably, I don't see it on. Oh no, there it is. It's on the edge. It's in the other edge of town. It's like 6-1. It's a little bit further away than Ettermath Orchard, but it's about similar.
Where would one likely hide someone that you've kidnapped?
Yeah, why not?
Not in Phandalin, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Huh?
Not in Phandalin, that's for certain.
We're going to
Unless the
see
Red
if we
Brands
can-
had him.
That's my concern, but we will find them and then.
But no, remember, the Black Spider, Sildar told you, and I'm telling you this because I also have characters.
Yeah.
As to why I'm not making you do a history check. If I were just DMing, then you'd be doing a history check for this,
Right.
but Chief of the Cragmaws is at a place called Cragmaw Castle, and the Black Spider sent word that the dwarf was to be brought to him. That may be two separate people, it may be the same person, we're not 100% sure.
Okay. And
So
this
this
castle
is-
is located quite a ways away?
Solar doesn't know where it is, but someone in Phandalin might know.
Yeah.
So by doing
Checking
favors for
around.
these people, we may
Right,
be able
right.
to
Right.
get information about Cragmaw Castle.
Who do we consider to be the most trustworthy source of information?
Sorry, what?
Who do we consider to be the most trustworthy source of information?
Well, I suppose you could insight check the innkeeper.
Well, I was just thinking, the town master does not come highly regarded,
Yes.
but this orchard keeper might be
He is a former
considerably,
adventurer.
yes, might be considerably more trustworthy. Get another person's opinion about the town master before we somehow indebted ourselves to him, or do we care?
How would you indent yourself to him?
I have no idea, but if he's a slippery little guy.
He's not slippery, he's weak.
Ah.
He's turning a blind eye to the Red Brand's dealings. So, we can either go to there. Oh, let's see here. How many feet in a mile? How many?
5,280
How many feet?
in a mile.
5,000, yeah.
5,280.
So it's about
6.5 dozen down.
300 feet. If I'm reading this map correctly, I don't. That doesn't sound right.
Given that 300 feet takes me 10 days to go, or 10 moves to
300
go.
feet. Oh, yeah, right.
300 feet would take 10. Take about.
60
Ah.
seconds.
Yeah, take about a minute to walk.
Yeah,
It's a few minutes walking.
yeah,
It's not a very large town.
right.
It's about 10 minutes walk from Stonehill. It's less than 10 minutes walk from Stonehill to Adamantha Orchard. It's probably, well, the Shrine of Luck is just across the street.
Oh, there you go.
The Town Master's Hall is just up the road.
Mhm.
The Sleeping Giant is next door. But we were not gonna go there yet. We got a word to avoid them, and we got a word that they were shaking up the place.
Yeah, I think that
So-
we maybe should listen to people. I don't know.
Okay. So do we go to the Town Master's Hall, the Shrine of Luck, Adamath Orchard, Alderley Farm, or the Phandalin Miners Exchange? Alternatively, we could, yeah, the Phandalin Miners Exchange. Sorry.
And you were saying alternatively we could.
Oh, there was an alternative. Sorry.
Okay. Who has thoughts?
Well, I have thoughts, but they're TM thoughts, and it's not fair.
I
A
understand.
mine.
The mine?
Mine first?
The Miners Exchange? Alright, so it's about 10 minutes walk, brings you to the Phandalin Miners Exchange. So. Okay.
What was the adventure there?
Well, I'm working on that.
Oh.
So, as you walk into the Miners Exchange, you're met by Halia, the guildmaster of the Miners' Exchange. And so she she tells you about how the ruffians, known as the Red Brands, loiter around the Sleeping Giant Tap House and have a base under Tressendar Manor on the east edge of town. And she then tells you that she will give you 100 gold to eliminate the Red Brand leader known as Glassstaff. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Both of you.
16 plus, I think, 2.
3.
Plus 3.
This is 20.
D20 plus your perception bonus.
Well, I've got 6 total.
So what was it?
Mine is 16 plus 3, so it's 19.
Okay. 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 The other 3 adventurers seem to take her pretty face value. Do you want to insight check her? See if she's telling the truth about anything?
It would be good.
Go ahead and roll a d20, add your insight bonus.
Where's my
Yeah, it'll be
plus
down.
3, oh yeah. 3 plus 3 is 6.
She's very
Oh, I bet
upfront
she's the
about
most
this.
truthful person on the old world here.
Yes.
Ugh.
Did you want to make an insight check?
Please make an insight check. Please. And roll it better than I did. My insight jammed.
16.
Oh, good. Plus how
Plus
many?
3.
It's got a 19 inside. Good. Now we find out what? The truth. More close to the truth. Oh, he's got a useful. Thank you for rolling well.
This may mean that I'm not allowed to share it.
You can share it in your own time, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh. I have bad words.
No. Secret information that only you noticed.
She's crossing her fingers. It's no doubt what it is, and I just didn't see it.
Well, don't feel bad. None of the others did either.
Well, at 19, we're almost talking mind reading.
I know, but I can usually do better than that.
And
That's no doubt because I
I'm
was a
fairly
rebel.
dense on those kinds of things.
So, but
normally.
we'll take it. We'll take it. We need somebody to be not dense. This is good.
You'll probably argue with me if I say she's not telling the truth because it's what you believe.
But I'm not known for doing a lot of arguing.
No, that's more Elizabeth's line of reasoning, at which point, if Elizabeth disagrees with you, will likely have Victor as a solid ally in whatever decision you make, because he's just going out.
That's right. So,
Although, given that she agreed with him earlier,
yeah,
he may have some favor.
That's just one thing.
which you can remind me if he chooses to disagree with her.
Inscrutable.
No, I'm very screwed along.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So,
So,
she looks around at the group. Do we have a deal?
Do we?
what I'd like to ask is, what do you get out of this?
What do I get out of it?
Yeah, I think they're gone.
The Red Brands get to no longer be a problem here, because clearly without a leader, they'll disband and leave.
What's the problem?
They're ruffians. They're shaking down the place. They're Speaking of ruffians, get out of here. You're a beautiful dog. Now shoot. You're on camera, my dude. Get out of here.
I will probably need to take a journey of my own.
Well, at any rate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sit.
Well, they shake
Sure
down
that
the
it's
town.
more than just that. It's not an altruistic thing.
What is ever altruistic in this life? They leave, business is better. People will come in. The businesses in here will be more likely to,
Channel voices.
more like, yes, be more likely to do business on a better level because they won't be being shaken down by the red brands constantly. So,
I don't know. I think that you've got something else that you're hoping to have happen.
well, if you don't want to do the job, then you don't have to deal with it. I can find someone else to do it.
I have what you're up to now. Well, if you could find just anyone to do it, why haven't you up till now?
Because no one will take my price.
I understand. Your price, you were going to
100
pay
gold.
me.
I just want to pay you guys 100 gold to kill this.
Gold staff, last staff.
staff, yes.
Not enough, is what you're saying. That should tell us something. If no one wants to just get 100 gold for killing him, there's probably something to be concerned about.
What is his, what kind of a creature is he? I was going to say a dragon.
Well, if it was a dragon, he'd be in human form and we wouldn't know until he was eating us. But, no, I think he's human. He seems humanoid. So,
Good dog.
I mean, 3 out of 5 of the party are reasonably willing to make a deal here.
I see. Well, I go along with the majority. But
Okay.
keep your wits about you.
I still think there's more going on, but we'll see.
You don't have any spells of truth-telling, do you?
No, I don't
Pity.
know that there are any.
Pity.
I need a golden lasso.
Jeez Louise.
I think I just crossed worlds.
Crossed multiverses here. So do we want to do that now, or do we want to take a look around town first and
Get more information.
get more information, maybe get some more stuff going on that we could go do?
What do you think? Should we go and talk to some other people?
Ay, caramba.
The cat is back the very next day.
Well.
Have you any opinion there, Wizard? Should we talk to some other people around town before we engage with this woman?
I suppose what we could also do is we've got other possible quests. We could check and see what the terms are of those.
Lie down.
We could certainly go talk around
Down,
town and see
Beto.
what else there is to
Let's
do.
do that.
Are you all amenable to that?
Yes, I'm totally amenable to that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So from here,
All 3 of them.
all 4 of me is amenable to that.
That's right.
So the nearest next place is either the Alderley Farm or the Townmaster's Hall. Townmaster's Hall is slightly nearer. We could also go to the Shrine of Luck, Adermath Orchard. Yeah.
Any thoughts, anyone?
Well, I got lots of thoughts, but
I know you can't.
I can't because I have a majority vote.
Right.
It's not fair for me to
The
cast an
thing
idea.
is that we've heard nothing good about this master.
We've heard that he's weak,
He's weak.
pompous, and fat.
And
Nothing
what is the problem we heard from him about
He
him?
wants to have.
He just turns a blind eye to the red brands. We don't know.
So going there, we can't. I mean,
He's not going to tell us anything.
Well, if we don't-
necessarily.
Not about the red brands. But
and the farm.
we'll go, kitty kitty.
Just as it's right out there. I want you to make the rain stop.
Oh, you just wanted the door wider.
It's a cat.
Well, you know,
Okay.
he's not going to damage us, I would
If
presume.
you don't, he presumably has something to check.
Well, let's go see him on the way to the other.
Oh, Orc Raiders, I forgot. The town master's looking for someone to run them off.
So we'll get another job
Possibly,
offer,
yes.
potentially.
Well, we can go and find out. That's what I was thinking. We could do multiple job interviews.
Yes.
That we can.
Theoretically, Hopefully, yes.
You've got the parchment for the applications, right? We're good.
What's my resume?
Yes, exactly.
Gotta dust off. What's a resume? is that a good word?
That's right. It's a good word. Yes, you used it right.
Elizabeth smacks him. And the two of them are at it again. The Townmaster's Hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door is a note is written in common, reading, Reward. Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the Orc menace should inquire within. The notice bears the town's seal and indecipherable signature.
So in order to talk to him, we have to enter. If we're going to find out what, we haven't heard anything about how much, how many.
Or nothing. It just says inquire within. There's only one way to find out.
I suppose we should inquire within.
Yes. Wow.
So, are we having Elizabeth do the talking? Or is he...
Certainly. I mean,
She's a noble woman.
she purveys herself in a noble fashion
Precisely.
to the townmaster, Harbin Wester. Well,
Dog's not
he
happy.
offers 100 gold to any group that can take care of the problem.
Another 100 gold.
At the same time, Sildar steps forward and introduces himself as an agent in the Lord's Alliance, with a goal to bring law and order to Phandalin. As such, he wants to find the lost mine of Wave Echo Cave and help the Rockseeker brothers put it back into production. And offers the party 500 gold if they can locate Cragmaw Castle and defeat or drive off the tribe's chieftain.
That would be the red...
Also, he's found out that Yarno Albrecht is... that would not be the Red Brands, that would be someone else. The Goblin Menace.
Oh, right.
But after having questioned several locals on the way around town this morning,
Yes.
before establishing himself at the town hall, he has discovered that Yarno Albrecht, a fellow member of the Lord's Alliance, the one his contact in Phandalin, disappeared while exploring the area around Tresendar Manor about 2 months ago. So that's two people asking us to check out Tresendar Manor,
Yeah.
with the most reward so far being Cragmaw.
Yeah.
Victor is strongly in favor of dealing with the local problems in Phandalin first, because the goblins at Cragmaw aren't going anywhere.
Right.
And again, Gundren is theoretically... Let me check something first. Yeah. Cragmaw Castle is theoretically where at least the map was sent, possibly Gundren. But again,
Right. This
Gundren
gives
is
us a
not
deal with her.
going anywhere,
Right.
theoretically. And if he's dead, we can only avenge him. And if he's alive, hopefully a few days won't do much to change it.
Right. Alright. So, is that all the information that the townmaster has to give us?
Yes.
And is that all the information that... Did I get his name right? Sildar
Yes.
has to give us?
So far, yes.
Okay. Well, keeping in mind that...
Oh, he describes Yarno as a short, dark-bearded human wizard in his 30s.
Young wizard.
In his 30s.
Yes. Okay. So,
Very young for wizards.
that's right. Very, very young. Immature wizard. So would, at this stage of the game, gathering more information cause us harm?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Been, well, it's only a few hours after sunrise.
Yeah.
We haven't even,
I-
it's not even past noon yet, so...
We're still in great, relatively close proximity to the luck place, right?
Shrine of Luck. Well, I mean, it's just up the road.
The
Across
farm's
town square.
closer, isn't it?
6100. Well, no, the shrine is closer. This way.
Either one's fine with me.
So.
That won't have any, the Shrine of Luck won't have anything against your religious,
I doubt it.
okay.
This is a multi deity universe, right?
Oh, yes. It's a pantheic.
Yes, there we go.
Well, let's check out some. Let's chance our luck.
All right.
Oh.
So, at the Shrine of Luck, dedicated to Timora, the goddess of luck and fortune.
And who you serve?
So, the shrine is in the care of a scholarly acolyte named Sister Garael, a zealous young elf who despairs of ever ridding Phandalin of the Red Brands. Recently, Garael's superiors asked her to undertake a delicate mission. They wanted her to persuade a banshee named Agatha to answer a question about a spellbook. Garael sought out Agatha in her lair, but the creature did not appear for her. Garael desires an intermediary to bring Agatha a suitable gift, a jeweled silver comb, and persuade the creature to tell what she knows about the location of the spellbook belonging to a legendary mage called Bowgentle. Sister Garael believes that a character who flatters Agatha's vanity, Elizabeth, just kind of looks to the side, might be able to trade the comb for an answer. She offers the quest to the characters and offers them 3 potions of healing as payment for their efforts. That's 150 gold worth.
Ooh.
But again, the inimitable value go away
Yes, exactly.
of healing potions.
Yes,
It's kind of
exactly.
like life insurance policy.
There you go. Yes. Well, is this a place where she is?
What is the god of the deity?
Timora,
Okay.
goddess of luck and fortune.
So, would this place where the reluctant spirit, is it a spirit or is it an actual physical being?
Banshee.
But is it a spirit or is it a physical banshee?
Technically a spirit, I think, if my lore is correct.
So would
I can check in the
would it
Monsters
be-
Handbook here.
Yeah, would it be
Check what banshee
guarded
is.
by unfriendlies, or she just would just be walking in and trying to make a deal?
I can
I think I need to do something. Or can he wait 20 minutes?
Down. Lie down.
We are in agreement.
Thank you. Good boy.
He didn't look at me.
Good boy.
I have several questions.
Yes.
One of them is, what would the spell be for that she seeks? Is it just for having the book, or is it because she needs a particular spell for a particular thing?
Well, they just need to know the location of the book.
The second question I have is, if we fail to either make her appear or to effect the trade, obviously we will not be paid, but is there some retribution on the part of the young acolyte?
Well, I mean, I don't see any problems aside from disappointment on the part of Garael, who will likely just wait for another band of adventurers to help her.
And on the part of the summoned...
No. I don't know if banshees have spellcasting.
I don't know that they do either. That's what... Okay, where is her lair located?
It is at town of Conyberry,
Oh my. Some distance?
several miles outside of Conyberry. So it's a few miles, assumedly, outside of, along the Tribor Trail, outside of town.
So we've got one more place that we haven't checked out, or two more?
2 more at least.
Well, there's the Idermath Orchard and Owlleaf Farm.
Which one's closer?
Idermath Orchard.
Let's try
It's the
going there.
adventurer. He may have some information that we could use.
Alright, so
It sounds to me like we get to come back there and do another adventure.
Just check them off as we go.
So he has heard stories from prospectors in the hills northeast of Phandalin that someone's digging around in the ruins known as Old Owl Well. More disturbingly, several prospectors have reported being chased from the area by undead. The characters can visit the ruins, a 2-day march northeast of Phandalin, and find out what's going on.
Will he accompany us?
No. Dangerous magic might be dormant there.
What's the
I say dangerous magic
recompense?
might be dormant there. I've had my belly full of adventure wives. He's a
What's the
thick,
offer?
silver-haired half-elf, well over 100 years old. I served as a marshal and herald for many years in the lands of the Dragon Coast. And so as a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, I'm no longer active in the Order, but I keep an eye on things with Phandalin here. And concerned about the Red Brands, but love to see a group of adventurers teach those ruffians a lesson. Time someone took a stand against Glassstaff. But I'm a bit alone to be doing that on my own.
Right. Interesting.
What's in it for us?
This? Nothing. He's not paying anything, is he? He's just telling us to go, this is the news of, that's fit to print, so to
So
speak.
you just visit the ruins, find out who's up there and what they're up to.
This is not a paid,
There's
it's
an old
just...
watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as Neverwinter, and there may be powerful magic may be dormant there. It could be dangerous.
Can you harness powerful magic that's dormant?
Well, I don't know how. I'm not a spellcaster. I'm no scholar of the ancient magics like our friend the wizard here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably learn more about some of the magic if I went there.
Could happen.
But
We'll survive it.
we've got one more place we don't know what's going on.
Have we got everything that we need from this fine adventurer, ex-adventurer?
Pretty much. I mean, there's not much we need because we already know where Gundam likely is.
Yeah.
Is in Cragmaw from
Right.
Sildar.
Right.
So
Well,
off to the Owlleaf Farm.
yep, I guess that's what
Alright.
we need.
About 20 minutes walk, a bit less. Takes you, yeah, about 10 minutes walk. Takes you across town to the Owlleaf Farm. Female halfling of 45, Quelline Alderleaf is a pragmatic farmer who seems to know everything that goes on in town. Oh, you're staying at the Stone Inn, are you?
Yeah.
Well, if you ever get tired of that, I could put you up in my hayloft if you would be interested in that.
Oh, I'm sure it's comfortable. We'll have to take a look at it. Do you also offer good meals? Emphasis on good.
Well, I mean, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either.
I've heard that before. It sounds delicious. That's...
Where do you think I cooked it from?
Oh, got it.
So, Carp. Yes, you heard about Carp's little adventure, did ya? Well, he was playing in the woods near Tresendar Manor when he found a secret tunnel in the thicket. A couple of big ugly bandits, in his words, came out of the tunnel when he was there and met with a pair of red brands. They didn't see him, but it was close. Thinks that the bandits have a secret lair in the old Tresendar Manor house.
But he hasn't been in.
No. But I'm a longtime friend of a druid in the area named Radoth. And if you're looking for specific areas, as your good friend the rogue over there, the halfling, wouldn't presume upon your affiliations over there, good halfling. But if you're looking for places like Cragmaw Castle, I'd suggest you visit Radoth, ask for help, since there's not an inch of the land he doesn't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Radoth just recently set out for the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree, just west of the Neverwinter Wood. The ruins are about 50 miles northwest of Phandalin, and so here's the directions. Here's a map, you can get there.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, she gives you a map to Thunder Tree.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Have you... I've forgotten her name. The lass who wanted to pay us to get rid of the Red Brand leader.
Oh, someone offered you to get rid of the Red Brands for money, did they?
They did.
By any chance happen to be, what's her place? Halia.
That's the one.
Ah, yes, she's, she's also an agent of the Zentaran. This powerful organization seeks to exert secret control of the North through wealth and influence.
Indeed, so she has quite a lot that she needs to... so she's basically their rivals, in a sense, with the Red Brand.
I suppose you could say something that
Something like that.
removing the Red Brands would definitely help with her her abilities here.
And would not removing them incur any wrath on the part of her?
Well,
companions?
if you cross her, then she's not
Yeah.
happy. She's not a good person to get on the bad side of. But
But
if you don't cross her, she's a good patron. Valuable patron there, but I'd step lightly if I were thinking about double crossing her on something.
oh heavens no! Just trying to find out whether we're going to take her up on her offer or not.
Couldn't even single cross her.
No.
Well, that's also very good.
Yes,
Good.
Well,
Listen, we were also offered much more than her price by...
500.
That was for the goblins of Crackle.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
But yeah. So you know much about those goblins, do you?
No, but Radoth probably does.
Oh, that's a good person to know.
Yes.
And do we see him? We say you gave us your name.
Certainly. Let me just check that real fast. Oh, no.
we were dragging asleep under the table.
As long as he's sleeping.
Okay. Well,
We can give
it's
him
not-
her name. It's
It
not
won't
a
help.
problem.
but
No,
it's
but
not like
it won't be a
he'll need
problem.
It won't be a problem, but
Okay.
it's not going to need it to get information from him. He's a member of the Emerald Enclave.
Okay.
They help people.
Well,
They're
wonderful.
altruistic survivalists.
Wonderful. Well, is any thoughts on the town? Your generous offer of a loft to sleep in is certainly one to keep in mind. Should we stay
Well, how
in the
much?
town? Yeah, that's an excellent question.
It's free.
Not really.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know what.
What was the
would
meal
say.
worth?
Huh?
I thought did he have food or?
There wasn't offer,
She said she didn't starve. She didn't say we wouldn't starve.
and you probably still have to get a meal at the time.
Yeah, but I'd much rather do a meal there than a meal in a night. Well, your kind offer is very generous indeed, and your information has been very helpful.
The other alternative is, of course, to camp outside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which if
You can
we-
camp for free, or you can stay at Kelline's hayloft for free.
So
How late in
camping-
the day is it right now?
It's probably about closer to noon than it was when you got up.
Yeah, sure. You think it's true? So, we're not making decisions about sleeping, obviously, but
No.
would there be some thought about at least being in the barn? I mean, if these Red Brand guys roam around as brigands, do we want to be caught out camping on the road, essentially, or in a field or something?
Victor smirks as he shifts his sword in its sheath
There you
and
go.
remarks that, well, I'd hate to be any red brands who caught me sleeping.
Okay, that's good to know. Yes. Okay. So, what's next?
Well, we choose what we want to do first. Personally, I'm in favor of either checking out well, any one of these. But personally, I'm in favor of taking on Tresendar first because it's right here in town. And everyone, except the mayor, has been telling us, please get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
So,
I'm good for that. Do we do that today, or do we start that as our beginning of tomorrow?
well, we can...
can
we've still got
get a
almost
few
half the
things
day left.
set
We
up,
can
yeah.
go... Victor personally has voted to confront them at the Sleeping Giant, and Finnan speaks up for the first time all day and says that he agrees with that.
It's been mighty quiet. All right. Well, we all gonna go in at the same time, or some of us stay outside and just keep an eye on things so things get shifty.
Well,
Or at least go in separately so they don't know we're together. Strategy matter at this point in time?
Victor's not huge on strategy, but Finnan's gonna go in the back door.
Alright.
There's the back door.
He's pretty good about that.
Well, I'd rather have him coming in unannounced, so to speak.
As long as he doesn't have to climb.
He did what he was sent to do. We just have to tell him he can't do it.
No, but Victor's all for just marching straight in. Nose first, swords out.
Swords out. Just
Why not?
going in, sure.
We're not here to play, as he puts it, we're not here to play patty cake with them.
Well, that's a good point.
We're here
I'm
to
sure they
confront
know
them.
we're in town.
Hi, Zion. Away from the camera, my dude.
I'm sure they
So-
know. No! Whoa. Okay,
So,
spring.
the Sleeping Giant is a ramshackle taproom at the east end of the town. 4 human ruffians linger on the covered porch, perched on empty ale barrels or leaning against the wall. They all wear grimy scarlet cloaks, their sullen stares fixed on you as they approach. One of the thugs spits on the ground. Well, well, he snarls. Here's a whole pack of little puppies. What do you want, puppies? Come here to bark at us. Did you just say woof?
I did.
Elizabeth just face palms hard, then draws herself up and announces that they're here to break up the Red Brands
Excellent.
by whatever means the Red Brands determine necessary.
Good.
Victor just unsheaths his sword and stands there, staring at
We're in close quarters, so
them. We're about 10 feet,
Are we on
10,
the
15
porch?
feet away, not
We're not on
yet.
the porch yet. Yeah.
No, we're still about 10 feet away from them.
oh, okay. I was thinking that it's not a bow that I'm going to use.
Well, you can use a bow at 10 feet without disadvantage. You get 5 feet closer and you have to roll disadvantage. You have an admirer.
Well, so what do we need to do here?
Well, do we want
Parry
to...
or we're gonna fight?
What do you want to do?
I never suggest.
Well, do we
You
want to fight? Do we
break us up!
Do we want to attack or do we want to defend? Because if we challenge them, they're going to attack us.
Elizabeth just informed them that we're breaking up the Red Band.
Yeah, they're going to attack us
You
regardless.
puppy!
You
You're
don't-
gonna break us up! Ha! You couldn't break up a stick of celery
You don't.
with the big guy to help you.
You're much better off taking the initiative than waiting to see what they're going to do.
So can we all just charge at once?
I think we have to go in an order of attack.
Well, do we wish to fight them then?
Well, are we going to talk
We
them out
want
of
to
this?
challenge them someplace. We're going to challenge them to fight to the pain.
I need you to roll initiative.
Hmm?
I need you to roll to roll initiative.
Is that 12?
Yes.
17. I can have to find where things are.
Thank you, Kat.
is initiative?
Up at the top, in the middle of the three
Oh,
boxes.
+2, so I've got 19. I understand.
Short stuff out of fast
Yep.
numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you these dice are cursed.
Nice. He.
What do you do?
He jammed his roll again. You go to 1. Ouch. So,
Alright, Edra, go ahead and
Unless you have a 25 initiative bonus, it's probably not worth it.
plus.
this is -1.
Did anybody else get over 10?
Nope, you're going in first and alone because the rest of us are going to be. Not really.
What is this?
Oh.
Is that for them? How much do they have?
More than we do combined.
Okay, so the initiative. So 25 to 20? No? Okay.
25 to 20. No,
20 to 15?
you got
Yeah,
it.
20 to 15.
19? Okay, so.
Well, it was 19.
Yeah, it was 19.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's always problematic when the dungeon master is going,
Or rolling and going. It's poker face dungeon masters.
Alright.
One thing. I feel like Lurch.
Okay, so. Initiative is Rongir, Redbrands, Victor, Finnan, Edra, Lisbeth.
What did she get?
Well, at the end of it all, she got 0. She has a -1 initiative bonus.
So, that she was the one, eh? Okay. Oh,
How
She's
many
natural
are there?
ones.
How many of them are there?
4 Redbrands.
Ouch. Do we have any interrupt things we
Tell
can
me
do?
what my thunder thing does again.
Hang on a second. Is your average here yet?
Oh, forgot about those.
Oh, wait. Peterson. You want to hop out with him while I'm
I'm
dealing with
gonna
the
have to,
Redbrands?
or we're gonna have noise.
Okay.
Would you like to go
Be careful of the
outside?
camera, little dog.
Hmm?
Be careful of the camera, dog.
Yeah. If I get up, he's gonna move quickly.
Easy, Zion.
Good dog. Let's go.
Very good, very good.
I've got to do as well.
You can go on this side of it, yeah.
Oh. Let's go.
Let's see if Redbrands are a thing in the monsters section. Redbrand, okay.
I hope I'm doing the right one. Water first.
Well, glad I checked. I'll need those dice again.
the bad news there, leader?
You got 4 red rains against us.
Yes.
And our wizard is currently AWOL.
Well, he's off preparing himself, I'm sure. Maybe he's turned himself invisible. You never know where he'll show up.
Yes, I'm gonna pull out Thunderwave real fast so I can remember that when he gets back. Thunderwave. "15-foot cube of thunderous force."
This would catch us in this moment.
Only if you didn't use that
Oh,
thing.
yeah, right.
Spell sculpting.
Right. Yeah, he
Which at the
needs-
moment, as far as I can tell, Finnan's in the back, coming into the back door.
Right,
Picking his way in through the back door if it's locked, if it's not, it's just coming in.
right.
That leaves 4 of us in front.
No.
Kendra, she was great, Kendra. Elizabeth is in front with Victor flanking her
Uh-huh.
on the left, or no, on the right, sorry, one of the sides. Slightly behind, and then that leaves you and Roundgear are kind of shush behind those two.
Okay.
Theoretically, you're direct. I mean, one of you is directly behind the other one, can, I mean, or not. Where do you guys want to be in relation to Victor and Elizabeth? Because Victor and Elizabeth are out in front, and then Finnan's in the back. So you two are behind Victor and Elizabeth. How far behind them are you? / Are you directly behind them, or are you off to the side and behind them?
You had a long conversation with her.
Oh, I'm
just
just,
heard
I'm
all
just
that.
asking the question.
Since you walked in, he asked you all that information. Gave
So
all
are
that
you
information.
behind Victor and Elizabeth, who are in front, directly behind them, or are you canted off to one side?
Well, I'm the initiative. I have to go first, right?
Yes, but that's irrelevant because we didn't
Right.
know that before we rolled initiative.
No.
Get out.
Off to one side.
To your left or right. Go. Go on, Kate.
Victor's on the left, and slightly behind
Out.
Lisbeth. Lisbeth's on the right, slightly ahead of Victor.
Yes.
I am back wherever you are not.
So if I go front, then I'm.
You can't.
If you go either to the right of Victor, because Victor and Elizabeth are right here,
Right.
and you're either here or here, and then Edra's either here or here.
Right.
The second here.
So you're
So
here.
left.
And then Edra, are you on his left or the fighter's
The
right?
fighter's right.
Okay. So we're forming this like a blunt-faced
Yeah.
arrowhead approaching the
Yeah.
tap house. So you can either, I mean, Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube of force. You have to make a Constitution save or they get pushed back and suffer damage.
And what I need to do is I need to advance in front of you guys 15 feet. And then
Unless you use Spell Sculpt.
Right.
Because if you're far enough to the right starting that you're not going to hit anyone except Victor and Elizabeth in the cube, you can use your new ability Spell Sculpt to automatically let us get our save and not get hurt.
But I have to be close enough to them to make it work.
15 feet.
We all are. I think, at
We're
this
within
point.
10 feet of the
Yeah.
porch.
Okay,
Which is
and
where
how
the
many
Ruffins
people
are.
can that take out?
Anyone in a 15-foot cube?
They're sitting on the porch. They're within that 15 feet.
I was trying to, I think that's my most effective,
Okay.
because missiles wouldn't do as much.
Theoretically. To give you an idea,
Four of them?
missiles, magic missile is 4d1 plus 1 force damage. Thunderwave is 2d8 thunder damage pushed 10 feet if they make the save.
If they make the,
Constitution save.
I'm trying to figure out which helps the rest of you better, because you're going to be attacking after me. And I don't have a real,
Does it knock them out of commission, or do they still?
Well, it pushes them 10 feet away from you, which,
gives
since
it-
they're on the porch, they're not going to go 10 feet.
Right.
Mhm.
So theoretically,
They
they
go
would
10
suffer
feet to the
more
side.
They would suffer more damage from being slammed into the thing.
Right.
They would suffer at least 1d6 of falling damage
Right.
from landing again, from being pushed against the wall.
Right, and it's all four of them that get pushed in this because they're
If
all...
they make their save. If they don't make their save.
Right.
Which we've seen people make our save before.
Yes, we have seen this.
And
But that's
whereas
going to be true
magic
for the missile as well.
Well, magic missile is. Doesn't look like it's an attack. It just says you create 3 glowing darts of magic force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice within range that you can see. So the darts deal less damage. The magic missile deals less damage, but
It's a sure
You
hit
know
on
what?
3.
you know what? We're gonna have a proficiency bonus to that attack because you're proficient with darts.
That's true. This is true.
You have darts proficiency. We're gonna add that to the damage because it doesn't
Right.
have
that's right.
a stated
Maybe
attack.
that's what I said.
It's not a stated attack, so there's no attack roll to add the proficiency bonus to. So we're gonna say that you get 1d4 plus 3 force damage to said target
For each one.
versus 2d8 if they fail to make their save.
Well,
So
I'm going to use the spell either way, and I've got 3 total. Let's go with the darts.
darts, okay. So are you doing this verbally or somatically, like casting with your hand? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, that's now your somatic cast for magic missile. Anytime you want to cast magic missile, you got to do the hand thing. Yep.
You
All
got
right. So roll 1d4.
A D4.
Roll
Roll a d20. What the heck?
That's the d6. The count drop.
Oh, I like this one.
I don't like it either, but it's what you get.
It's hard to pick up.
Tell me about it. It helps if you tip it over and then grab the underside.
You can do it.
So
This is the one that I rolled a 0 with. Right?
no, that's a d10 and that's a 10. So that's if you roll a 0 and a d10, you're getting the best you can get.
Yes.
Okay.
That the best you can get is the 4. So go ahead and roll. 4. Okay, so that's 7 damage to one of them. Okay.
Oh, I have to roll 3 times.
Well, you have 3 glowing darts of missileness, if I'm remembering correctly.
So I just put down, right?
No.
So you can then elect to either hit the same guy or hit another guy.
So does he survive at that? I mean, what's...
He survived. He's ticked off, but he survived.
Yeah.
The dart punched into his chest, and he kind of looks down at the burn mark, looks back up at you, and it's one of those, that hurt kind of moments.
So, but how far down does it take him?
7 points of damage.
How much does he
That I
have?
can't tell you. That's part of the curse of the DMs. I
okay.
can't tell you how
told
much
us
HP.
before.
No, he didn't.
No, I
He's
never told
us.
you how much they had.
Okay.
So
I
there's
told you how
death.
much they had.
3.
So
So
there's
Same
6 points
guy.
of damage, same guy. Okay, he's looking a little rough. Going ahead again.
I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make 3 people mad at me. I mean,
You just had the one guy that you
no,
hit.
no. I mean, by
You
going.
say one guy twice so far, yes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay. 4, 7. All right. The last dart hits him right between the eyes and he collapses to the ground. Very dead.
Very dead.
Take.
I got rid of one guy.
Hang on. Okay. Is there any? Yeah.
All of them have the same.
Take
number.
100 XP.
Well,
And again, this may not be accurate for how the XP is delivered, but I'm just saying when you kill it, it lists XP on the thing.
yeah.
So
Well,
on the
nobody
thing.
helped him.
So
Right.
and I don't feel it's fair. Is someone in the kitchen?
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to fight something and then not get some XP off
I
of it.
still have
Right.
2 spell slots, right?
Yep, you still have 2 spell slots. So 1 red brand is down, the other 3 are not very happy with you. They've taken it a little personally. You just popped out and started doing things to them.
Actually, I went boom, boom, boom.
So you're doing your little thing. They took a little personally that you shot their friend, companion with.
You guys have got to finish off the other 2 before I get killed by them.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, there's 4 people.
But hopefully, feeling alive from behind.
Well, unfortunately, they get the initiative
Yeah,
after
no,
that.
3 of them, right?
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
So- 2 of them are going to run at Victor and Elizabeth because they're in front. Victor has his sword out. They're an obvious threat. So one of them is going to run at you, though.
So sorry.
So they are going to attack. First one is going to slash at Victor.
Oh, Victor.
And he's going to nat 20.
Oh, man.
So that automatically hits.
But no damage.
Double damage, actually. So a total of 7 damage. And that doesn't make Victor feel very nice. Let's just say that I'm really glad that Victor's level 2 right now.
He's what?
I'm really glad that Victor's level 2 right now.
Boy.
And he is going to attack again.
The same guy? How?
They get multi-attack. But he's only going to roll 7, which is an 11, which is not something that will hit.
So we've got 3 people that are each. We've got 6 attacks coming.
But hopefully we'll whiff him.
Well, the second one's going to
His
attack
sword will
Elizabeth.
jam.
And he is also going to
Whiff.
with his first attack.
Yes. Whiff it again.
She managed to parry as her sword comes out, and she circles away from him.
Good. Whiff, whiff.
Unfortunately, her circling gets her in trouble, and she does take hits.
Come on.
4 damage.
Hmm?
4 damage.
Zion out. She's knocked down.
She's hurt, but she's not down. Cut her on pretty badly, but she managed to get her guard up. Then the third one is going to attack you.
It's a good time to disappear.
What's your AC?
AC.
Armor class? In the shield icon up at the top, next to your initiative.
12.
Oh.
What does that say?
16 total because plus 4 to hit. So you take 5 points of damage. 8 points of damage.
Okay, and I've got, that's coming off of my 20.
Yes.
So I'm down to 12.
And the second one deals 5 points of damage.
So I'm down to 7.
Yes.
So am I more, is it more important for me to heal somebody? Because I can do a spell.
Well, he's got 2 healing potions.
He does, but there's other people that you know,
We've also got the
Elizabeth
first
is-
aid kit or whatever it's
The
called.
healing kit only works if you've been knocked unconscious and you need to be stabilized.
Oh,
Elizabeth is out, right?
No, she's up. She's hurt. She got cut in
Sure.
the leg, but she's hurt.
Okay,
But she's not.
She's able to work.
Yeah. And Victor's been hurt too, but again, they're both.
So it's better for me to go after somebody, right?
It's 6 of one, half dozen the other. Whatever you want to do.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to tie you into the stereotype of the healing cleric
right.
as the
but-
walking first aid kit.
Right.
Our characters can survive. He's got a healing potion, so he's
What was
not
that?
dead.
But they then, if they get hit again in the next round, if we don't, okay, who's
So
got
if
the
you
most?
want, again, I don't want to tie you down, but
Right.
you're the only one who has help, who has healing spells, and you do have.
Because I have Cure Wound and I have healing word.
Right.
But who's got the most amount of damage? Okay, but he doesn't need it. From
No.
this-
Well, the most amount of damage of the people
amongst
who...
the three.
Um,
Amongst the two.
amongst the two is Victor.
And he's got how much?
He's got 16 hit points.
Yeah.
Left?
No.
Left.
I've got 7 left.
Right. You
So
have
that- but I've got
How much is
healing
even down?
potions.
Is he down? Because I've got 10. I can
He's down
yeah.
7.
Because if I use, hang on a second. It's preserve life skill spell. I choose one or more creatures within 30 feet of you to heal, then distribute up to 10 hit points among them. This
Okay.
creature can restore a creature no more than that, but I can between.
You could use your divine essence thing and then heal Victor 7 and have 3 to play with.
3 to.
Give to
Elizabeth
him or
and
give
him.
to Elizabeth, either
Right.
way.
Yeah. So why don't I do that? It's
Okay.
a spell. But
So you clutch your holy symbol,
yes.
and a beam of light washes over Victor and Elizabeth.
I mean, you could take care of yourself. I'm confident of that. Because then.
If they get me, I mean, if they hit me again, I can pull out the potion.
If you're not unconscious, yes.
Yeah. And if I'm unconscious, somebody can make me
Can get
conscious,
you,
and then I
right.
can heal myself.
Or we can pour it down your gullet
Exactly.
while you're unconscious.
Exactly.
Okay.
Unlike real life, you can administer fluids to an unconscious patient
That's right.
in this game.
Otherwise, they'll aspirate it. This.
PSA, folks, don't do this in real life.
The death to the aspiration.
So,
What in the center?
She was just,
She's in. She's out. She's in.
so,
I just let her in.
And she just
and
went
I put her
out.
back out.
She's asking.
So,
It's a cat. Always on the wrong side of the door.
alright, that's the red. You got attacked twice, yes?
Huh?
Yes.
I got attacked twice. I got attacked twice, yes.
Good, okay. It is now Victor's turn, and he is not a happy fighter.
Wait a minute.
What?
We didn't have.
So we're gonna have you hold your thing. Oh no, wait, Victor and Finnan both held
Finnan.
their... Well, you were technically
We
not
went-
supposed to go until Victor and Finnan had both gone. So we're just gonna let that sit for a minute, know what you're gonna do. And then when your turn comes, you can do your divinity thing.
Okay.
Because you're technically not supposed to go yet.
Okay. Cool.
So we know what you're gonna do, we just wait until...
Okay.
So Victor's still bleeding and very angry at being stuck in the leg with a short sword. So he's going to pull out his great sword, like one of those, you call that a knife kind of moments, as he hikes his great sword. Not bad. And plus 6 for proficiency is 19, and he hits. We don't want grass in the street now, do we?
We don't want Victor's bloody grass in the street. We want the other guy's bloody grass in the street.
It makes the grass grow.
That's what she was just saying. That's why I was saying we don't want grass in the street. I'll tell you a story about that sometime.
Yes.
10? Do you remember what the first roll was?
It was 5, was I right? I don't remember.
Okay, we'll call 12.
I could be wrong.
Everyone can be around.
I can't see.
So he hits him, and he hurts him.
Good.
Did you get your XP from the red brand that you
Hmm?
killed?
Did you write down your extra 100 XP?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Finnan pops out the front door and goes, "Tap house is empty." Oh, whoa! He's got like
Hey, Finnan.
dead body next to him.
Welcome to the party.
And 3 red brands scuffling with his buddies in the street. So he's a little bit of a holy, holy, holy kind of a moment. So he will elect to attack with advantage on the one that is currently scuffling with our esteemed wizard, Rangier.
Okay.
We'll take the 12 plus 7 is 22. So he gets there it is. Extra d6, okay. Okay. Nine plus 3 piercing is 11. 12. I can math.
Your math is pure.
hmm?
Your math is pure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that kills the red brand. So he sticks his sword through the red brand's back. Oh, wait, no. No, it doesn't kill the red brand. I'm looking at the wrong red brand. Yeah.
Yes.
He sticks his sword through the red brand's back, and the red brand drops to his knees with a bit of a gurgle of pain. He's not aspirating blood, but he's definitely hurting. Kind of puts his hand to his back, not doing so well anymore. And that, as a bonus action, he's going to disengage.
Pull his sword out.
He's going to run.
Finnan is? Or the red...
No, Finnan.
Finnan?
What?
When did
Back
you...
up onto the porch.
Oh, to stay out of the fray?
Just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
To sneak in rather than confront.
Exactly.
Who knows what?
And save his hide.
It's
Well,
inside.
That's what a rogue does.
a little bit.
So now we have my turn and
Now
I'm
you're going to do your healing
thingy,
thing.
So
So Victor comes back up to full health, and Elizabeth's pretty close to full health.
good.
And we're in another round.
Nope,
And
we still
it
have
is
Elizabeth to have
Elizabeth's turn.
Come on, yeah, she wants to
And
full
she's
health now.
seriously TO'd about
Yes.
what just happened, so she's
Yes.
going to take her great axe and swing.
Good.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes, it
18
does.
plus 2 is 20. Rolling for damage. She gets a 10 plus 3 slashing damage. So 13 points of slashing damage. The red brand is hurt. He has got this big, just bloody gash across his chest and shoulder from where her axe cleavered him. But he's still alive.
So we have 3 badly wounded or 2 badly wounded?
We only got 2 left.
3 badly wounded and 1
1 dead.
dead.
Okay.
I
And
thought
they're starting to kind of look at each other like maybe they're rethinking this.
Yeah, don't let him run. Well, should we try and capture one?
Feel free.
Should we try to capture one of them alive?
Feel free, Rangier.
Should we try to capture one of them alive?
After last time's fiasco, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to keep. So who's our worst? Yes.
No, you can designate any damage as non-lethal.
Oh, okay.
Also, did you? Let me check the spellbook real fast. Did you nominate your last learned spell of the day when you leveled up?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna check something real fast.
I've got 4. And I think I'm allowed 5, right? Let's see.
Never mind. Whole person is second level.
Oh, I was wondering if we had something like that. Well, he's second level.
I'm allowed to have, I'm second level.
Yes, but what level of spells do you have?
Spell slots, repaired. I don't know that it says that. Oh, wait a minute. I've got
You got 3 first level spell slots last I checked.
at second level, I have 300 XP.
Can I see it real fast?
Huh?
Can I see that real fast?
Yeah, I
Nice.
don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you have no second level spell slots until 3rd level.
I don't know.
So
what
right here on
second
your
level-
spellcasting advancement chart, right here, second level, 5 prepared spells, 3 first level spell slots, no second and third.
Oh, okay.
3rd level gives you 6 prepared spells, 4 first level spell slots, 2 second level spell slots. 4th is 4 and 3, and then 5th gives you 9 prepared spell slots, 4 first, 3 second, and 2 third. So until you reach 3rd level, you won't have any second level spell
So
slots.
what first level spells are left?
Um,
I've got I've got thunder. I've got 3. Thunder, missiles, and shield. And there was one other that I named when we were doing it. I
Yeah.
didn't write down.
Yeah.
let's see. Sleep? Was that the
Oh.
one you wanted? to learn?
That let him put somebody to sleep, that we could
Sleep?
sort of hold them?
Yes.
Yeah, but they wake up right away.
If
Excuse me.
the sleeper takes damage, a minute passes, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the speaker awake.
And there's 2 comrades there that could shake him awake. Only that would not be until...
Till we're all done fighting.
Until you put them to sleep, and then one of them could either choose to fight or try to wake up his buddy.
Well, he could actually do both, because he could wake him up and then he could use a second attack.
I think it's 2 attacks per action.
Okay,
So he would either take 2 attacks or wake up his buddy if you put him to sleep.
Does he have to be within
20 feet? No.
20 feet?
Well, 90 feet technically.
Oh, okay.
And what is the other one that I can have? Because I've used up my missile. Or can you use my
You can
missile?
use it multiple times. It's the spell slots you burn, not the spells
Yeah.
themselves.
Okay.
So the other ones you could learn are Burning Hands, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Identify, Mage Armor, yeah, and then there's Sleep Shield and Thunderwave.
Well,
What
I've
was the
got...
charm person one?
Charm Person is... You attempt to charm a humanoid you choose within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
So it does not.
But not the rest of the people. So he can still
You
attack
would-
the rest of us.
Well, if you told him that
Well, yeah,
we were
right.
your friends,
Right.
then he would be less likely to attack us, and he would be initially very confused why his friends were fighting his friends.
So I'm just asking, that's a more sure way to take somebody out of one round of fighting.
If they fail the saving throw, which they get with advantage since they were just trying to kill you a minute ago.
Okay.
What's the advantage that they get?
2 dice rolls, take a high roll.
So the guy that's attacking you has taken some damage. Was he the one that took a damage from? Who did he take damage from?
That's who.
Finn.
It was the Finnan, and so he got 13 damage.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it may sound strange, but I suppose I could use missiles again.
You could?
They did pretty well the last time.
Okay.
We want to keep one of them alive.
Well, you can theoretically nominate damage as non-lethal, and then when you
I
reduce
was thinking of killing off the guy that's low, and then either inflicting more damage on the other 2. If I hit him, and he's already that high on the thing, I should be able to kill him. I would hope.
He should be within. Certainly, you certainly have to
I'm-
spend more than 2 of them
yeah.
on him, unless you.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the way I look at it, we've got 3 guys that are going to attack us almost right after I'm done,
Right.
and
Take one of them out in some fashion.
taking at least one out would not be a bad thing, because then we've only got 4 attacks against us.
and if you take the one fighting you, they'll be fighting the fighters. Because they don't want to turn their back on someone with a great axe who just cleavered them through the collarbone, or someone who just ran a great sword through their intestines.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. There's 2 injured. Yeah.
Three of them are injured.
Right.
One of them got stabbed in the back by a halfling who then hopped back up on the porch.
And that's the one that was attacking me.
You, right, and has had sustained 13
I'm
damage.
gonna use a spell because
Or you can pull your short sword out and try to gut him.
or I'm too close for the bow.
Yeah.
You can do it, but you have disadvantage.
You have a quarterstaff.
You could do a quarterstaff attack.
That's just bludging. I don't
Bludgeoning would be easier to nominate as non-lethal, and then you could take him
Right.
out of the running
Right.
with...
Will you just render him unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't
And
I
it's
use
more,
a- I'm gonna
it's
use-
more believable that you're going to render someone unconscious with a quarterstaff. than
Right,
with a great
exactly.
axe.
I'm gonna go
Right.
with a quarterstaff.
Okay.
What do you roll
What
for
am I
your
rolling?
quarterstaff?
D20?
Roll well, let me look.
10.
Plus anything? Let me check.
Well, I've got the.
Are you proficient with this?
I've got a proficiency.
Okay.
I'm trying. I think that's a +3, but I've got to look. Proficiency is where? I'm sorry,
That's alright, I'm looking too.
I
At the
get
top
+2 on that. I get +2.
Okay, so that's 12.
Yes.
Yeah, and then,
Unfortunately, the red brand is able to dodge your attack.
I'm dead.
Not necessarily, but
Well-
perhaps.
As a bonus action, do you want to take a healing potion? Your cleric is nodding at you.
Sure. I just hate to use something worth
Use
50
it.
gold pieces.
Okay, so
Use it.
quick question.
Huh?
What good is gold to you if the red brand
Yeah.
guts you in the next
That's
round?
right.
So
Okay.
healing potion. It's a question. I mean,
Yep.
are you
I'll use one of my healing potions.
okay? So healing potions regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
So roll your 4
Two
Nice.
two of the
Twice.
two of the triangle dice.
and twice.
Roll it twice and add 2 to the roll.
Three.
Uh huh.
Three, 6,
So
7, 8.
you regain 8 hit points.
What were you down?
Well, I was at 7, so I'm up to 15.
Okay, that's not bad. It should keep you alive for the
Right.
next round.
Right.
And that's really at this point what we're trying to deal with. Just survive to the next round.
Okay.
So the red brands are going to attack. The one that attacked you is actually going to take it a little personally. He just got stabbed through the kidneys
Oh.
by a little halfling.
Finn.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's going to make. Let me check something real fast. Two melee attacks. It doesn't specify. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna make both of his attacks against Finn.
Ooh, save yourself, Finn, buddy.
So.
Besides that, he saw that I was looking much healthier than I did before.
There is that to a limited degree.
Your what?
There is that to a limited degree. He hits. And then suffers 7 points of damage. He's a little hurt. And the red, he drops to flat on his stomach as the red brand sword whistles harmlessly over his head. He's bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not dead yet.
No.
Okay.
So,
Now we have 2 more to attack.
It's just a flesh wound.
That's right.
somewhere in the neighborhood of that now. So, then the next one is going to attack Victor.
Who did get
Healed.
healed?
Completely. And it doesn't matter because the red brand didn't get a hit. Victor blocks the first strike, taunting the red brand. Which does motivate the red brand to hit better next time. And what?
The look on your face.
He does hit Victor with his second hit. Kind of a, is that the best you could do? No, this better?
But it's not going to do any damage because you're going to roll too much.
6.
Not much damage.
He
That's
slashes the tip of his sword under Victor's armor and hits him in the leg.
Bit of damage.
So Elizabeth's opponent is going to try to get around the flank. She
One.
spanks him
Yes.
with the flat of her blade and deals 1 bludgeoning damage to the red brand attacking her.
How much damage is he now? What did he get last time?
More.
What did he get last time?
I don't remember. It was like a lot. No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive. It was just 1 point of bludgeoning damage. She just smacked him across the behind with the flat of her axe as he tried to flank her.
Yes.
His second attack, however, he makes a better effort, but she's still. Why does she have better? Why does she have better? Bus broke. So he gets motivated by that and tries better next time, but she still manages to deflect his blow. So,
Now we're on to Victor.
yes, having been stabbed, Victor is severely ticked off at that. But
But
the red
weakened
brand,
in his
he
bloody
gets
condition.
parried. The red brand desperately deflects his blow. The red brand facing Elizabeth is not quite so lucky. I said quite so lucky.
Wait, what do you... it's not Elizabeth's turn.
Oh no! Wait!
It's Finn's turn.
No. Victor does hit. I forgot. Proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, right.
I've been whiffing the proficiency
Yes.
bonuses. 8 plus 2 slashing. It's 10. Red Brand be looking tough.
Huh?
Red Brand almost dead.
Okay.
One of the Red Brands is almost dead. The other one's not far behind. And the third, facing you / Finnan, is kind of not looking so good himself, but he's in better shape than his mates.
Yeah.
So,
Who's Finnan gonna go after?
Finnan is going to disengage for a bonus action, and then run at the one that is facing Victor, and pummel him across the back of the head with the butt of his sword.
Where's his proficiency bonus? He's gonna need it.
Well, it's not bad. It's 13, 15, he does hit. So he deals non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Like 4. So the red brand facing Victor goes down. But he's unconscious, not
That's the
dead.
one we need. The other ones we need to kill. Yeah.
Yes.
You can kill anyone you want.
So then
So-
Elizabeth, Edra, you're up.
So what do I...
You can either heal, or you can kill. I would recommend you save your spell slots for healing and use your
Right.
Warhammer, Great Axe,
Right.
or whatever it was that you picked up. Crossbow.
I picked up a crossbow. I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Okay.
Is that in close range? Is that okay?
At this point, she was. You can move back a
was
little
gonna
bit.
say,
You can
step
run
out a
away
little bit,
10 or
yeah.
15 feet
Yeah,
to use your crossbow.
right.
A crossbow at close range is just as effective as.
Yes, but in combat rules, if you use a ranged weapon in melee distance, you have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay,
So
so,
just stepping a few feet away to get a
Right.
better
Yeah.
beat on the target without the target grappling her.
right, now
try
I'm
and
to take it away
smack
from
her
me. Right.
crossbow, or just swinging a sword at her crossbow to try to stop her from hitting him with it.
So I've got a 1d8 plus piercing.
First you
Oh, I have to use the
roll your
20,
d20
right?
to attack.
8 plus 2 proficiency. 3
Let's see what
proficiency.
the
No, 2 proficiency.
let's see what the crossbow gives you here. A light crossbow. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get any advantages that I can see.
I have 2 proficiency in it, so I'm at a
I'm gonna
10.
check something real fast here.
Gives me
idiot. These guys would be dead by now.
What?
I forgot that you add your strength modifier to melee attacks.
What's my strength modifier?
Well, I'm not talking about you necessarily. You haven't really done a lot of attacks yet, but
The
Victor and Ken and Lisbeth's opponents are dead.
Oh,
so I don't have to attack anybody.
even the guy on the
Well,
head?
the last guy got clubbed on the head, and the other guy ran for it. The last red brand who was attacking you ran.
He
When
was afraid of me.
he ran.
Yeah. I'm gonna retcon.
So
part of
then
this
I
and
was
say, When-
doing melee, and I should have had more as well.
only if you hit.
But okay.
You missed. That's not there. But when you hit, you add your strength modifier or your dexterity modifier to the damage.
I probably don't have either.
I have strength.
If you're doing typically a melee weapon is
I would use dexterity rather than strength because I've got 0 and 2.
Strength if it's a melee weapon, dexterity if it's a ranged weapon, dexterity if it's a finesse melee weapon.
And a quarterstaff.
Versatile, not finesse.
So where are we here? Do I have to do anything? Because
Um,
my last thing doesn't matter, right?
Well, at this point, hang on. At this point, you could cast healing spells or something.
Or just I've got cure wounds. Or it's usually what else do I have? Yeah, I've got healing word or I've got cure wound. What was that? Oh, I also
Cure
have
wounds?
that. I also have.
You use the divinity thing once. You can only use
Oh,
it
right,
once
okay.
per.
Right. So cure wounds probably is my better one, right? But it's
Yeah, I don't see what the crossbow thing is for. Yeah. I don't see what a crossbow will do to what it gets in its attack bonus. I feel like it does. I'm
okay.
gonna try a little more direct approach here.
Well, why don't I throw us? How much damage have you got, Mike?
I'm actually at like, I am at, I've got myself, for some reason, I got back up to 20.
Well, because you took the potion, you're fine.
Yeah.
Right. So does somebody need?
But nobody tried to kill me in the next round.
Okay. So that should be.
So this guy's run, we've got one that we can ask questions of later, and the other two are dead. And do we have to chase him down to finish this battle, or is it that he's
No.
gone?
He's on.
Well, why don't
So
we pause here?
as we do that, I'm going to give you the developments here.
It's
I'll be done in just a minute here.
okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say everyone gets 100 XP.
I didn't do anything. I didn't kill anybody.
Okay,
But we won.
You don't have to.
As a
I'll
group, we
take it,
won.
but I just want, you didn't forget that I didn't kill anybody, right? Okay.
No, you allowed us to kill
Well,
somebody.
that's fine. I just want to make sure that he hadn't
Yeah.
forgotten that I hadn't actually
We're a team.
weaponed
So
anybody.
we're in the middle. Is this one place where we can?
Yeah, we can take a pause.
I've got
here.
550.
Okay, what's your next level up time?
Where is it? Oh, time.
What's your next level up XP limit?
Where
It'll
is
say
it?
in the leveling up section.
To go to third level, I need 900.
Okay.
Yeah, me
So if
too.
you don't have 900, you can't level up yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Get close.
so we will give that, put a pin in that for tonight's session. And when we pick up again, we will be standing in the middle of the street with 2 red brands dead, one running towards Trezendar Manor,
Yep.
and one unconscious at Finnan and Victor's feet.
The likelihood is that they are no longer, that one guy is no longer going to be a real danger to the town. So in a sense, we've solved that problem for whoever was going to pay us.
What
Or
guy?
not.
No, we
Glass-
haven't killed Glassstaff yet.
Staff. We gotta kill Glassstaff.
Oh,
We get 100 gold when we kill
I
Glassstaff.
don't think those 4 guys, I don't think one of them was Glassstaff.
No.
no, I thought, do we get anything from anybody for driving them off?
Not yet, we haven't driven them off, we just run them out of the tap room, or the tap house.
And we've only done a,
So we've got to hunt down the guy that's,
well, yes.
We gotta hunt down Glassstaff,
Yeah,
and the best place to find him is Trezendar Manor,
which is where
at the edge of town.
one guy is hot footing it for.
Exactly. So everyone, that was our first video of our Lost Mines of Phandalin campaign. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.